Hello, nerd friends. How is everyone doing today? How is everyone doing? Hello and welcome to the Political Therapy Show. It is Friday night. It is exactly 9 p.m. on the 18th of October 2024. I am here, your host, your best friend, parasocial best friend, nerd friend, Meg Nerd. Hello, hi. How is everyone doing? Today's stream is going to be interesting, friends. I've been thinking about this. So, of course, like you saw from the title, we are going to talk about three people today. First one is Ratan Tata, who passed away tragically last week. Then we have Baba Siddique, who was assassinated on the streets of Bandra. And we are going to talk about GN Saibaba, who has been killed by the system. I mean, there is no other way to say it. I thought that these series of three deaths say a lot about who we are as a people and who we are as a society now, because the reactions that have been coming for all of these have been wild and partisan and frankly bizarre at times. So we're going to talk about that. I'm going to tell you a little bit about their lives, what they stood for, and what people have been saying about it. And we're going to talk about it and what I think about it, honestly, because it's a very interesting sort of combination of peoples. Three. So there is a poll up here, Baju mein, who you can tell me who should I cover first. So if you are someone who is just joining in, please do vote. Currently, Ratan Tata is leading. GN Saibaba is the second, and Baba Siddique is the third. So we are, I'll let you vote for it. It's okay. I will let you vote. Ratan Tata seems out of context for this channel. Why is it? Out of context, Shubham? I want to hear you. Honestly, like, why is Ratan Tata out of context for this channel? Please talk about ridiculous new statue on Supreme Court representing Lady Justice. Oh yeah, I saw that. Like someone like put up a picture and it's a lady with her eyes open with the tarazu. It's like कि कानून अंधा होता है doesn't mean, it just means that you will give an unbiased opinion when you are dealing justice. It will be according to the strength of your arguments. Not the literally blinded and oh my god, this is ridiculous. What is to talk about there? It's a stupid thing that is happening in the Supreme Court in this case, I guess. Weird. Not interested in Ratan Tata. Oh, interesting. I'll make it interesting. Virang, I promise you, I will make it interesting, okay? Because on this channel, we cover things a little differently. I don't know if you're aware, but we do it very differently. And I'm going to try and make it very interesting. Don't worry. ये श्रद्धांजलि नहीं दे रहा हूँ मैं. Just to let you know, all these three people, again, as is the way we do things on this channel, we are going to look at them as characters, right, who stood for something, and we have to talk about their lives and what it means and what we understand from it. Of course, there will be opinions about it, but yeah, we're going to make it interesting, no? Because I saw like some TV news channels, etc., doing like eulogies of Ratan Tata, and they're kind of sad, honestly. Like, because there are so many interesting things to talk about Ratan Tata and Tata Group in general. Tata Sons, Tata Trusts. It's a 150-year-old man, a legal citizen. Actually, more than that, like 200 years tak jata hai unka history. If a person lived for 200 years, what all would they do? It's something worth asking. It's a person that doesn't die, by the way. It is an immortal, artificial, legal person. What happened to DKD? So, Medusa is a little under the weather recently. She's taking a mental health break. So I don't know when she will resurface. So when she resurfaces, we redo DKD. That's the situation. I've been checking up on her, and I will tell you, she will appear when we resurface. I know this would have been a nice DKD episode. That I was thinking of that as well, but she's under the weather, and just wish her well. Now, when we talk about Tata Sons, that's interesting. Yeah, absolutely. See, like Tata Sons is what we are going to talk about, because Ratan Tata Shore is the latest Tata in the series of Tatas. His life also was very, of course, intrinsically linked with the Tata Group. The latest version, the latest season of Tata Group. उसके पहले 3 और seasons हो चुके हैं. So it's like watching what is it? Game of Thrones, and entering into like season 4 directly, and then not understanding कि वो Joffrey ने क्या किया था. So you get it. It's like a seasonal thing, no? At this point of time. Does Tata Group get senior citizen benefit? Fed up with hearing praise about Ratan Tata and his dog. Dog, I can take it. Juanju, okay, one of the reasons why I like Ratan Tata is because he's a dog lover. Honestly, like the whole thing about him and his treatment to dogs, I'm a big fan of that part of his life for sure. There are other parts of his lives which we can talk about as well, but that version of him, I do like. We need a backup host when the 2 OGs are not available for DKD. Backup host. I should ask Vimo or other people, no? Yeah. Descent ki dukan. I will do something. Yeah. Dog lover to Yogi ji bhi hai. Good point, Ritvik. Good point. Guys, we should wait before criticizing him. He has just died. Counter Radical, I'm not going to criticize him. I mean, here's the thing. I know, like, people are getting emotional about Ratan Tata. I like the guy. I did. I'm not lying. I liked the guy. He seemed very humble. He seemed very nice. And the first time I heard about what he did during 26/11 when the Taj Mahal hotel was being attacked, I was quite frankly impressed. And it showed a lot about who he is as a person. His treatment of dogs is another thing. How he did his philanthropy is another thing. So there are many things that Ratan Tata has done in his life, okay? We can talk about the good things, and we can talk about the things that his group of companies has also done, right? So just understand that we're going to keep it chill, yeah? No judgment, nothing. तुम लोग अगर इमोशनल हो रहे तो मेरे को बता देना, ओके? या डॉग लवर तो हथौड़ा त्यागी भी था. I get your point, chat. I get it. Tata Cancer Center is one of the good things. Yeah. Loved your chill stream of Democracy 4. Well, will you do one on Frostpunk 2? Gil, thank you for the support. Gil, so I'm not playing Frostpunk 2 because it has gotten very bad reviews and it has removed everything I loved about Frostpunk 1. So I'm not even going to try. Plus, I'm now playing Baldur's Gate 3. So that is insane. That game is just next level. And I think I'm going to sink a lot of hours into this one. So for now, that is the plan. Aren't you anti-capitalism? Cray Wilder? No, I'm not. I'm not. He's a grey person. All people are grey, right? Guys, just to let you know, if you are here, if you like my content, please do consider liking, and supporting. There is a buy me a coffee link niche. So Bhagat Singh has been demonetized. No, first it got demonetized. Then after that, it got a copyright claim from Shemaru. Of course, I have a copyright claim. So I'm not even fighting that one. I'm just going to keep it up I'm earning no revenue from it. It's just there. Thankfully, it was not a strike. It was a claim. I'm like, ठीक है, ले लो. So that's there. And I say copyright strike आना अभी भी चालू है so far. I mean, many of my videos have gone down. I've just lost count at this point of time. I'm just like, हाँ वो भी कर लो. So your support, I appreciate your support, friends. Just saying, appreciate it bigly, because otherwise I can't do this. That's the plain honest truth. I'm also doing a series now called Bunch of Thoughts. If you have checked the yesterday's episode, I'm going to do a few more of those. These are like short videos, not usually the long ones that I do. Shortish videos which I produce to give my thoughts and context about something that is going on. The latest one is me sort of laying groundwork for the Maharashtra elections. Maharashtra elections were announced, as you know. So if you want to, want some understanding of what is going to happen, what has already happened, and what has happened so far, which is kind of crazy, go watch that video. It's up on my channel. So go. 46 all out Team India. अच्छा आज क्या match भी है क्या? Okay. DKD return when? Mihir, I don't know. I will ask Medusa and let you know. Thanks to mods and research nerds for all the research material on Bhagat Singh. Absolutely. It's very good. Like, and I've put the document niche so you can go deep dive yourself. Like, a lot is there. And also, thank you to all the Bhagat Singh nerds. I didn't know that was a thing. There was a group of people who just came claiming they're Bhagat Singh nerds, who did a few fact checks. Much appreciated. Comments pad lena. There are a few fact checks there. So much appreciated for that. He was an exemplary speaker who had a compassion and humility. Obligatory, did you leave news? Thanks, Shreyas. Okay, let's see. Ratan Tata. Okay, so Ratan Tata is 44%. GN Saibaba is 34%. And Baba Siddique is 23rd. So that is pretty much deciding our order. So chat, we are going to start with Ratan Tata. If you are new here, please say hi. First, I will like to say hi to you. Then I will start with Ratan Tata. Also, special shout out to Karan and Atharva, who have helped me with today's research. They have helped me make the nerdy dashboard. Hi Nikhil, hi Rafi. Hi, a boring human asks something. Okay, bye. Okay. Shrisha, hello, hi. Hello. Ken is new, hello. Moni, hello. How are you doing? Sudhanshu, hello, hi. Ansi is here. Hello, hi Ansi, how are you doing? New to my channel. Very nice to meet you. Suhet, Jyoti. Lots of new people? Yeah? Oh, you're saying bye because you're old. Okay. Waiting since 2 hours. Oh, Moni, that's really sweet. Hello, hi. Thank you so much for waiting for so long. Hey, Div is here after a while. Hello, hi. I'm not new, but I do still want to say hi. Safe. Thank you. Okay, if you're new to my channel, I'm Megnerd. I do live streams and I do commentary on society, politics, culture, and technology. And this live stream, if this is the first one that you're attending, then this goes on for a while. The idea of this live stream is that I'm going to try to keep everything stress-free, not give you random chap. Chap is a Bengali word, no? Stress nahi dena hai. सब कुछ chill way में understand करना है. That's why this is called political therapy show. Okay, so new people, get ready. I'm going to try to make everything very interesting, as interesting as I can, and I will of course keep talking to you as well. So if you think that I'm saying something wrong or you have something to say, please do. यहाँ पे chat दिखता है, हमेशा chat दिखता है. So you can of course talk to me here. No chap. Yes, Ivana. Hey, Abhinav, upgraded support. Thank you so much. Thank you. Much appreciated. being Bengali myself, cannot shake off the feeling you're Bengali. I'm not Bengali. I am Marathi. मी मराठी माणूस आहे, महाराष्ट्राचा माणूस आहे. म्हणून मला महाराष्ट्राच्या इलेक्शनचं खूप कव्हरेज करायचं आहे. Today traveling, you're my highway music. Clutch. Thank you. Okay. So, should we begin? Sorry, another announcement. If you are in Hyderabad or in Nagpur, I'm doing a live show, Democracy IRL, where I teach adults 8th standard civics. That's a thing in a funny way. So, link is below. So, if you are in Hyderabad or Nagpur, 2 shows I'm doing next weekend. So, Hyderabad, I will see you there, and then Nagpur. So far, Nagpur is filling up like crazy. Hyderabad is also filling, thoda dhire dhire, but Nagpur, if you are someone who is in Nagpur and wants to come, jaldi se ticket kharid lena. Just jagah nahi milega. Honestly, I can see like thode dinon mein ab jagah nahi milega. Put dates. It is on the 26th and 27th of this next week. 26th and 27th. 26th is Hyderabad, 27th is Nagpur. Sold out kar do, please. Yes, Shweta has put up the link, so I'm going to pin it for a while. Okay. Okay, let us begin, friends. Let us begin with Ratan Tata. First thing. So Mint has done a timeline of life and times of Ratan Tata. But as I said, Ratan Tata is like the latest season of the Tata Sons company. So chat, I wanted to ask you one thing. Do you want me to do like a quick TLDR of the entire Tata group? I have prepared thoda sa. TLDR, if you want that, please say hi. Just general trajectory of... Yeah? Yes, it would be interesting. Okay. Okay, TLDR. बहुत short रहेगा, बहुत short. So, 150-year-old company, okay? Jamshedji Tata से शुरू हुआ. First, they started their trade in cotton. Okay, they were doing cotton import and export. And according to some sources, opium. They were trading opium also. They took advantage of the American Civil War. And when England had banned goods from being imported from America, the Tata group was like, yes, they raised the prices, doubled the cotton prices, and then they sold it back to the British. Super patriotic, clearly. बहुत लूटा उनको. But the Brits had no option but to buy from them. So they became rich. Then they went on to make headway into steel. Now the steel thing was very interesting. Oh, first they opened a hotel in Mumbai, which is the Taj Mahal Hotel, the iconic Taj Mahal Hotel, Tata Group. Okay. Then they were like, okay, now I want to establish a city because I want to make a steel plant. So they went to Jamshedpur, which was nothing. They were like 3 tiny villages on the banks of 2 rivers. They went there and then they built a steel plant and a town around it, which is called Jamshedpur currently. It was not called Jamshedpur earlier. Tata Nagar. So they built a township, the first township probably in India, which was like that. And there was another one, okay, in Digboi in Assam, which was also similar to that. वहाँ पे भी industrial area and township बना था. But coming back to Jamshedpur. So Jamshedpur was one of the first private cities in India. And they planned it very nicely. It's very green, with parks everywhere, etc., and a steel plant. Now that steel plant was great because World War I was happening and the British needed steel. So Tata's supplied steel for World War I, and then the British were like, yes, friends. Tata Group and us friends. Okay. So that went on. Then steel के बाद they went into multiple other things. Okay. So steel की वजह से बहुत पैसा आया, बहुत ज़्यादा. Then they went into minerals and then they started going into airlines. Air India was first started by them. Then they went into salt. They made salt. They went into और क्या था उस टाइम पे? कुछ तो भूल रहा हूँ मैं. 70s में. Yeah, airlines, salt. Oh yeah, Tata Motors. Of course, Tata Motors. Radio. They went into radio also. A bad attempt at radio, but they went into it. IISC, yes, institutions were starting, which is IISC. Tea they went into later. Thoda sa later. We are going to roast Tata? No, I'm not. Cars, radio, tea, yes. Oh yeah, then the next phase comes in where Ratan Tata comes in, right? Okay, there was JRD Tata. Then came in Ratan Tata. Now Ratan Tata, when he came in, he started basically internationalizing Tata a little bit. He was big into software and IT and everything. So he was the one who started TCS. No, wait, he didn't start TCS. TCS was started before Ratan Tata. Sorry, my bad. Ratan Tata worked in TCS briefly. For a month, I think. Anyway, so he went into, he basically became chairman. He started doing a lot of things like acquisitions. He acquired Jaguar, the car company. He acquired Tetley Tea, the tea company, and he started acquiring a bunch of those. He basically turned Tata Group into like this international conglomerate at this time. Also, they expanded their steel and everything and mining and all the things. And infrastructure mein ghus gaye, thanks to government contracts, all the things. Then Tata Nano happened. Do you remember Tata Nano, chat? Wait, how, if you, wait, in 2000, kitna re? Kya tha wo? 1999. Yeah, 1999. I don't know how many of you were there. But there was a thing that happened called Tata Nano. Okay. Tata Nano was the world's cheapest car. World's cheapest car, 1 lakh rupees ka, which was done by Ratan Tata. Okay. Ratan Tata came up with this idea that he wanted every Indian to have a car. Came up with a 1 lakh rupee car. And there were a lot of protests that happened when they wanted to set up a plant in West Bengal. And that is the origin story of Mamata Banerjee. Very interestingly enough. Yes, Mamata Banerjee is deeply connected with Tata Group also. So yeah, so the Tata Nano factory was going to come up. There were protests, But finally, it moved to Gujarat and then they built the Tata Nano car, but the car didn't work. I mean, the car drove, but it didn't sell very well in the Indian markets. And you know why? Because people they thought that people would be able to afford a car, so they will buy the car. But actually, people were like, if we own a 1 lakh rupee ka car, everybody will judge us. कि कितने cheap लोग हैं ये. Tata Nano, for those of you who don't remember, is an auto but 4 wheels. Just putting it politely, but that is essentially what it is. An auto ka engine with 4 wheels. Yeah. Tata Indica was a huge success. Oh yes, absolutely that was. Nano was sold at practically a loss. Oh yeah, absolutely. No space, bad car, all the things. It was basically a very cheap dabba car, which he thought would be a good idea, but it wasn't. Anyway, Tata Nano happened, 4 years later, he retires. Yeah. Then he starts his philanthropic activities. The Tata Group was big into philanthropy right from the beginning, okay? यहाँ पे हम थोड़ा सा timeline रतन टाटा के साथ merge कर रहे हैं, okay? So now I am going to start with Ratan Tata. Okay? Just history of Tata Group. I'm going to come to a few more incidents that happened during Ratan Tata's life, which will be a part of the things that I'll be covering. Okay. Like there were tribal protests in Odisha, a literal, well, shootout where a lot of tribals were killed, a lot of land acquisition, lots of shady history also there. Okay. So we're going to cover some of that as well. He had big swings and big fails. Oh, absolutely. Again, great character. Tata Nano was in 1999. How old you think the world is? Wait, how? It was, right? Like, I mean, they established the Tata Nano plant. Wanted to. Singur was in 1999. Right? Or am I messing the dates up? IPL. Oh, of course. Tata is everywhere, guys. It's everywhere. I mean, like, everywhere you look, there is a Tata thing. Just there is. On a very personal note, one of my very close relatives has gotten treatment from the Tata Cancer Institute, and it was damn cheap. And I am eternally grateful to them for that. And on the other hand, one of my best friends has studied from TIS, and they only have good things to say about the institute. Yeah, Tata is everywhere. It's very connected. Oh, and one of my very close friends is from Jamshedpur. Grew up in Jamshedpur. And they say very good things about Jamshedpur also. So, I was alive and reading news during Singur. Yeah. Singur was 2008-9. Wait, did I confuse something else? It was 2009 then. No. Tata Nano plant का कब हुआ था? My bad. मैंने वो थोड़ा सा गड़बड़ कर दिया. Chat, sorry about that. Oh, Singur plant was supposed to come up around 2007. That was when the agitation happened. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. So Nano was... what year was Nano? 2008? Yeah, उसके बाद. Ended in 2008. Okay, 2008-9. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. I think I skipped a decade. My bad. Oh yeah, Titan and Tanishq is also Tata. Oh my god, like तुम लोग अगर brand name करोगे ना तो बहुत कुछ होगा. Guys, Tata basically is like the Coca-Cola company at this point of time. Again, as I said, if you want to think about the Tata group, just think about it literally with their own definition. Okay, wait. दिखाता हूँ मैं. So this is Tata Sons का website, tata.com. Yeah, and this is their about page. It's very interesting, right? Like how they talk about themselves also. अबे zoom नहीं है इसमें. Tata, why won't you let me zoom? Sorry guys, दिखा नहीं दे रहा है क्या? 66. Okay, Tata Sons is the principal investment holding company and promoter of Tata companies. This is important. Tata Sons is the principal investment holding company and promoter of Tata companies. Okay. Now the trust, Tata Trust is separate from Tata Sons. Tata Trust has a ton of equity in Tata Sons. The Tata Trust is run by a bunch of Tatas. And that is a philanthropic arm of the company, right? The Tata philosophy of management has always been and is today more than ever that corporate enterprises must be managed not merely in the interest of their owners, but equally in those of their employees and of the consumers of their products, of the local community, and finally of the country as a whole. Okay, J.R.D. Tata, 1973. Look at this line. As a responsible corporate citizen, Tata Sons follows the laws of the land in letter and spirit. Tata Sons also goes beyond mere compliance to highlight certain behaviors and norms to Tata Group operating companies. Our governance philosophy is based on resilience. Globally, organizations are becoming vulnerable as business becomes complex, virtual, and interdependent. It is imperative to build a sustainable and resilient enterprise. Tata Sons' relationship with the group operating companies is governed by shareholding and brand equity. Okay, but this one, as a responsible corporate citizen, that is how we are going to think about Tata Sons. Okay, it is a responsible corporate citizen. So if you imagine like a 200-year-old citizen, what all they have done and how they grew their empire, that is basically Tata's. Okay? Tata's ka story is in a lot of ways also connected with how we evolved as an economy. Ratan Tata again is the latest season. I think that's post-liberalization. That is when he became the chairman. 1991 के बाद he came in after that. So he's a post-liberalization chairman. And उसका भी बहुत connection था life में उन चीज़ों के साथ. By that I mean capitalism. Okay. Timeline. Born in 1937. Studied in Cornell. At the age of 17, goes on to study architecture and engineering. Privilege. Awarded Bachelor of Architecture degree. Ratan Tata joined the Tata Group in 1962 after working in multiple companies. So he came back and joined the Tata Group immediately. And I think his overall career in the Tata Group spanned like some 50 years. And what I find interesting about Ratan Tata is that he started at a low level in the Tata Group, right? So, and then he gained like experience over time. Again, not saying he did come from the Tata family. So a lot of hurdles might have just gone away for him. But at the same time, appreciate the fact that he started as an assistant in the Tata Industries. 6 months he was training at Jamshedpur plant of Tata Engineering and Locomotive Company that will become Tata Motors later. 1963, Tisco, which is now called Tata Steel, again Jamshedpur. He went for a training program there. Then 1965, he became a technical officer at Tisco. Then worked in Australia as their resident representative. 1970, returned to India, joined TCS. Okay, TCS was, I think, 1 year old at this point of time. It was a very tiny... It was not even a software firm, honestly. It was into mostly electronics, from what I understand. That's how it started. Then he was appointed as the director of Nelco. Now this is National Radio and Electronics Company in 1971. This was Tata's attempt into radios, and Nelco was failing, and Ratan Tata was brought in sort of to turn it around. And I don't know if he managed to, honestly, because I didn't check. Chat, you can tell me if Nelco did well after Ratan Tata came in. I didn't find any information on that, unfortunately. Joins the board of Tata Sons as director, 1974. So how long did it take him? 1962. Became director in 1974. 12 years. Fast. Rapid escalation. He failed? Manas is saying he failed in Nelco. He was not preferred here to the Tata Empire because of lack of experience. Oh. J.R.D. Tata was close Dadabhai Nauroji. Post-independence, Tata's proximity to polity helped them have become big. They were the Adanis before Adani. Yeah, Victor Trump. Exactly. I'll come to that. Honestly, like, I know what you mean. I'll come to like the bigger commentary on the business world after this, right? Starbucks India. Oh, of course, Starbucks is also a Tata Group thing now. Wow. हर चीज में. Raj Yadav is here. Muting him by not interested. Raj Yadav. राज यादव के अब तक मैंने 4 अकाउंट्स हाइड किए बाय द वे. वेस्ट साइड जूडियो. ओ वाओ. Also, Starbucks ka coffee is terrible, just saying. Anyway. He joins the board of Tata Sons as director, 12 years, completes advanced management program at Harvard. He also went to Harvard after that. Became the chairman of Tata Industries, where he was responsible for transforming it into a group think tank and promoter of new ventures in high-tech business, 1981. 1983, Ratan Tata launched the everyday household salt brand Tata Salt. This was a fun fact. I didn't know that Ratan Tata was the one who started Tata Salt. Tata Salt was the first to introduce iodized vacuum evaporated salt. I don't know about you. Just a little bit of a controversial thing, which I'm pulling out of my arse. Don't you think this whole iodized vacuum evaporated thing is a marketing slogan? I remember we used to get this packet mein Gai Chhap namak in Nagpur when I was growing up, when I was a child. And then you had to break it. Yeah, dat karke, break karke. It always used to be wet for some reason. That salt, that thing that came in a packet. What I found about Tata Salt was that it was dry and it was flowy. So did they just dry it, thokify it, put it in a grinder and then put it in a packet and give it to us and said ki vacuum evaporated salt. Iodine is important, okay. Gai Chhap Tambaku lover. No. Krishna, no, there was a salt which was called Gai Chhap salt, which we used to get in Nagpur. It was like this brick, giant brick. Desh ka namak thing. Oh, absolutely, Jyoti. Yeah. Iodized vacuum salt was marketed on health grounds for goiter. Oh, I remember. Yeah, in science books, that was one of the big things. That lack of salt causes goiter. Lack of iodine causes goiter. And then suddenly Tata Salt comes in and was like, oh, iodine chahiye. Tumko goiter nahi hoga. Did we just uncover a conspiracy? You don't know. Anyway, no. That was just me being weird, okay? Don't believe that shit. No, I know. Iodine is important. Yes, I understand that. Iodized part is more important. You can get natural iodine from only the ocean and seafood. So for Indian population, it is very important. Fair enough. Anyway, Tata Salt. Now, Ratan Tata was appointed as the chairman of Air India. This was where after Air India was nationalized. Okay. So he became chairman of Air India, which was a government-run airline, in 1986. And he stepped down in 1989. Now, Air India was first started by Tatas. Then it was taken over by the government. Then it came back to the Tatas. It was like a very interesting full circle arc that Ratan Tata himself went through. 1991, Ratan Tata becomes the chairman of Tata Sons and chairman of Tata Trust. Okay, difference dekho. Tata became chairman of Tata Industries, which is a subset of Tata Sons. So not the whole Tata Sons, okay? Then he was made chairman of Air India. Again, like not a part of Tata Sons at this point at all, okay? Then in 1991, right around the time liberalization happens, Ratan Tata becomes the chairman of Tata Sons and chairman of Tata Trusts also. Now, Tata Trusts is the one that owns the equity for Tata Sons, which is the giant group which has all the companies under it. Okay? Chat, that is clear, right? If you understand that, please say hi. And he succeeded J.R.D. Tata. He begins restructuring of Tata Group. ये पता नहीं कहाँ से आया, ये एक थोड़ा सा weird PR fact लग रहा है मुझे. Do you want me to read the PR fact? Ratan Tata and his team were rejected by Ford Motors when they took the company's young passenger car business to the American car maker. They laughed at the brand's lack of expertise in the passenger vehicle segment. This took an ironic turn when later Ratan Tata bought Jaguar Land Rover from Ford Motors. Yeah. Huge need for basic medical physiology in the public sphere, then just healthcare pushing around by own excess and low both can cause problems with thyroid glands. Dr. Borodine, thank you for that fact. Okay, Ratan Tata receives the Padma Bhushan in the year 2000. Tata Tea also bought the global tea brand Tetley Group for 271 million euros. This was seen as a big thing, huh? Which was like they acquired like a foreign British tea brand Tetley, which was a big brand then. They acquired it. Then they started acquiring a bunch of things, and they also ended up acquiring Jaguar Land Rover from Ford later. Under Ratan Tata's leadership, group's IT firm TCS was listed on the Indian Stock Exchange in 2004. IT firm is now worth $183.3 billion. It is the second largest company in India. Okay, chat, एक मुझे fact check करके बताना. I don't know, but somewhere I read that TCS is the second largest employer in India after railways. Is that true? Or is it the second largest company? I both those things, I don't know. Like, is it like the second largest employer? Because honestly, one of the things that I give TCS credit for is genuinely giving employment. They give an employment to a lot of college pass outs, engineers. They are, I think, one of the companies that is single-handedly responsible for creating the engineering obsession in our country in general. Second largest company, TCS is second largest IT services. Okay. Largest employer is Army. Yeah. Indian Railways. Wait, I think Railways is first and second is Army. I'm not sure. I can't recall that. Railways itself second, first is Armed Forces. Okay. So switched over. 6 lakh employees in TCS roles. Their revenue is greater than some country's GDP. Oh, absolutely. They don't pay enough money for the work. Okay, Infosys. It is the most valuable company due to its presence of stock exchange. Okay. Yeah, TCS recruits a lot of engineering graduates. And honestly, one of the things that I don't know how many of you know people from TCS or are people from TCS. A lot of my friends, engineering friends, a few of them at least, they got their first job in TCS and they used it as a springboard. They didn't come from very well families. Like, middle class, lower middle class families. And for 2-3 years, TCS basically did become like their launching pad into like better jobs and better opportunities and figuring out what they actually want to do. It's true. Also, another thing that I wanted to note here is that every engineer that comes out of India, or at least came out from India until recently, is not job ready. They're not, right? Then companies like TCS and Infosys and a few more like that, like now there is Cognizant and other companies, they have a very intense training program which makes these kids job ready. So the industry essentially ends up spending a lot of money training the workforce. Okay, so there is a constant cycle of people going through these companies, getting training, getting out in the world and becoming job ready. So the service industry, genuinely, the contribution of TCS and Infosys and other companies in the service industry is huge. TCS is a shit show. See, Saksham, I agree. I have heard like horrible working conditions, all the things. I hear you. There are complaints about it, but as a concept, if you think about it, as a part of our society, right? This is a company which is taking in basically talentless young people who come out of engineering colleges, and not like IIT, IIM types. The local private engineering colleges जो तुमको कुछ सिखाता नहीं है. They take them, they train them, they put them in a job, they give them their starting salaries. कम है, but कुछ तो है. They employ them until they become stable so that they can go out in the world and do their thing. I feel like these companies play this middle role very well. I mean, ठीक है, you can say that the working conditions might be terrible, all the things, but as a springboard, they work. Wipro, Infosys, TCS, Cognizant, HCL, all of these, yeah. Kitna rona dona? Okay, no. They hire everywhere and give training. In Kolkata, there are very few companies and one is TCS. I have cousins there. Yeah, absolutely. Like I have had people who have worked in TCS. Okay. Then they went into Tata Sky. Yeah, DTH. Tata Sky took the world by a storm, at least India. 2006. 2008, the year of irony for Tata Group and American car maker Ford. See, again, we come back to that PR point. Jaguar Land Rover was taken over for $2.5 billion. He also received the Padma Vibhushan. To make cars affordable in the common man, Ratan Tata launched the Tata Nano this year. Oh, so it was in 2008. Yeah, you were right, chat. It was in 2008. And they completely skipped the Nandigram thing. Timeline mein. What? That was a big event. See, that's what I was saying. In 2004, there was a big protest in Odisha where the police killed people. Again, timeline में नहीं दिखाई दे रहा है यहाँ पे, but ठीक है. But ठीक है, cool. I get it. December 2012, Tata stepped down as the chairman of Tata Sons after 50 years with Tata Group and was appointed chairman emeritus of Tata Sons. In 2022, decade after Tata stepped down as acting chairman of Tata Sons, Ratan Tata welcomed the airline Air India back into Tata family group. They paid 18,000 crore to acquire Air India. So like a nice little arc for Ratan Tata. And then he passed away in October at the age of 86. Again, one of the most important events that happened in the year 2022 is he had a fight with Cyrus Mistry. That was very public. That was very bad. They sued each other. I think उसके पहले था क्या? उसके पहले था. But he didn't like Cyrus Mistry. So वो भी बहुत public हुआ. I think Cyrus Mistry died in a car accident in 2022. That is what happened. But yeah. लाइव झिंगा लाला. ओ यस, इसको लगा डाला तो लाइव झिंगा लाला. लेजेंडरी लाइन. वड़ 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 वड़. Oh, did I forget Radia tapes? I did forget Radia tapes, Vignan. Thank you for the reminder. Radia tapes also happened 2009, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, 9-10 types, right? The point isn't a small salary, but it doesn't lead to anything that is dignified working conditions and expands productivity. Deepthi, when you take like a bunch of unemployed people who have spent a ton of money into an engineering colleges and then train them to do something, I think that is worth appreciating, don't you think? Like you might think that you are just turning them into like cogs in a machine, as capitalism always does. It is no life skills. They have no social skills, whatever. I agree with all of that. But at the same time, at least they're going to a company and working and not running rampant. Instead, we should ask why we don't have quality institutions. Oh, absolutely, Sarthak. So the job ready thing should be done by the colleges, but our colleges unfortunately do not do that. So these people take up the burden. It is not supposed to be that way. The industry is spending an inordinate amount of money getting people job ready. Yeah. People wouldn't be underqualified out of college if rich people stop stealing the tax money that should be spent on education. Fair point. Deepthi, you have a fair point. You do. The profit they make is so much, but they don't pay a livable wage, at least 4 lakh plus for rent and transport expenses. Manas, so again a fair point, but at the same time, did you know that I think how much? 80% no 90% of our population earns less than 20,000 rupees a month. I think that's the figure I last read. The income inequality is so insane that if a young person coming out of college is getting like a 35,000 in a city or a tier 2 town, or a person from a village coming to a tier 2 town and getting into a TCS and getting that much salary, it changes lives. It does. He had public spats with Darbari Seth and Rasi Modi in the 1990s. Okay, I did not know this. There one city where officers are there, any expenses are so much. Bangalore and Hyderabad, that's the cheapest salary needed. See, again, guys, I'm not saying it can't be more. I'm agreeing with you. But at the same time, we are looking at it from a super privileged lens. You have to understand that. हम देख रहे हैं दिल्ली में बैठ के, maybe, I don't know, foreign country में बैठ के, it looks less. But for a person who is coming from a village or a tier 3 city or a tier 2 city, it is a big deal. That package is a big deal. 35,000, 40,000. Could they get paid more? Yes, they can. But at the same time, they are getting that right now. And it is a big deal. If someone earns 25k INR per month, they are in the top 10% of earners. Exactly. See, Datnak, I was right. Top 10% earners, 25,000. If you earn more than 25,000 a month, you are in the top 10% earners of the country. Okay. Let's move ahead. Yes. Story आगे बढ़ा रहे हैं. Okay. Where is this? Just a second. Okay, let's talk about tribal lands. So, by the way, just letting you know, Tata Steel as a company, as I said earlier when it was established, they built their business out of supplying steel to the British during World War I. Okay, बहुत पैसा कमाया, बहुत मस्त, quality steel एकदम, quality steel. Then they expanded into other businesses and everything, but at the same time, Tata Steel remains their steel backbone of the Tata Sons group. Okay, they expanded massively after that. There are many plants that they opened up, etc. And one of the plants that they were trying to open up was in Odisha. And the Odisha plant, just a second. So the Odisha plant, the Kalinganagar Industrial Estate, they were going to open, there was already a plant there. They were going to take over some extra land around the plant to build a compound around it. And there were a few tribals who basically said, we will get displaced and we've already given land, so we are going to protest. So they went to protest and they stopped the construction. First, they blocked a highway. Right? And then they stopped construction. Police was called in, a giant amount. 300 policemen came in with other platoons waiting in wait, or they were waiting behind to join in. First, they started doing lathi charge. That didn't stop them. Then they did rubber bullets. Didn't stop them. And then the crowd panicked and they ended up lynching a police person in the area during the protest, and the police lost it and they started firing like crazy and went kind of berserk, and they injured 37, killed 13 people, and a 13-year-old boy was also like unfortunately lost his life during that time. This was happening around the Tata Steel plant, okay, the compound expansion. Now, this action was taken by the Odisha police. The Odisha police was run by Naveen Patnaik. Naveen Patnaik, over the years, has been very close to like industrial houses and like Vedanta, Tata, mineral extraction ke liye, steel plant ke liye, all the. Very, very close to them. The Tata group basically said we had nothing to do with this. We didn't see that it will escalate. We didn't think that it will escalate. So we cannot blame Tata group directly for this. But this happened during that time, right? They were trying to take over the land. There is one interesting thing I read. कहाँ गया? Just a second, friendos. ये वाला है. So the tribe was called Ho. The Ho have a history of resistance, and remember with pride 1821, their warriors had successfully beaten the British. Their October 2004 declaration not to yield more land to industries continued that legacy. Several times in subsequent months, local villagers collectively thwarted eviction attempts. In May 2005, Kalinganagar villagers braved the Baton attack by police and blocked the construction of the boundary wall by Maharashtra Seamless. So Maharashtra Seamless was another company. Another steel company that had been allotted land in Kalinganagar Industrial Estate. Before fleeing into surrounding forests, they knocked the teeth out of a local administrator who ordered the Baton charge. Tata Steel entered the fray in 2004 after the government handed it more than 2,000 acres of disputed land for a steel plant. The government said they will take care of everything. We were to pay the government 3,35,000 rupees per acre and they would do the rehabilitation. The problem that the people have is largely with the government. They are okay with us. Negotiations have been ongoing on the matter of the rehabilitation package. We got a sense that most people are willing and will take the package. This is from the Tata group. Okay. So on their front, they claim that they were willing to talk and do rehabilitation, but this did happen. And it is worth mentioning, friendos. Yeah, it is worth mentioning. Another thing worth mentioning about his thing. Kahan gaya? Yeah. This is an interesting article worth reading also. Ratan Tata Cyrus Mystery Row. Here's a look back at the feud between the two industrialists. So, they were fighting for a while. Chat, do you know who Cyrus Mistry was? So Cyrus Mistry was affiliated to Shapurji Pilonji and Co., which has been the largest stakeholder in the Tata group for 3 generations. Okay, Shapurji Pilonji, if you don't know the name, they are the ones who built Central Vista also. They had the contract for it. Tata group built the parliament and the secretariat, I believe. Yeah, parliament to definitely Tata group built that, and Shapurji Pilonji was making the road the Central Vista one. So, Mistry had become the largest shareholder, secured a position in the Tata board in 2006. Okay, again, Shapurji Pillonji. Despite Ratan Tata's personal endorsement of Mistry's appointment, differences emerged. In October 2016, Mistry was unexpectedly removed from his position after a board vote. So apparently Mistry was doing some shady things. He was supplying like information about the board and trustees and other things to the government. Allegedly. Okay. And the board, the other board members, they kind of got pissed and then they were like, "Tu nikal idhar se. This is not good." NCT dismissed. So then basically Mistry went to court and is like, you can't remove me. They went to the appellate tribunal and then finally to the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court said no, it was okay to remove you. No biggie. Cyrus Mistry was removed from his position as chairman of Tata Sons because the board and its majority shareholders had lost confidence in him. This loss of confidence was particularly attributed to Mistry's actions, which included disclosing sensitive information to the income tax department, leaking details to the media, and making public statements against the company and its board. In 2021, Supreme Court upheld Mistry's removal. A 3-judge bench led by Chief Justice S.A. Bobde concluded that there was no evidence of oppression or mismanagement against him. In May 2022, Supreme Court dismissed a petition from Shapurji Pillonji Group challenging his earlier ruling. Cyrus Mistry tragically passed away in September 2022 due to a severe car accident on the Ahmedabad-Mumbai highway. Yeah, no connection, but just saying Cyrus Mistry and Ratan Tata and the board, the larger board, didn't really get along. And one more thing I wanted to show you was the successor. Okay, now there is a sweet story I found honestly here, which I thought is worth reading. So Noel Tata is going to take over Tata Trusts. Remember, Tata Trusts is the one that actually owns equity in Tata Sons. So they are technically the ones who are calling the shots. You have to understand this, that Tata Group will say publicly that the Tata Trust essentially does not order things around in the companies. That is not true, because Tata Trusts, they own 66% equity in the Tata Group, which is a giant equity, and they do get a say on who becomes director in each arm of the group, etc. There's nothing wrong with it, yeah. But at the same time, you also have to appreciate the fact that a lot of profits that come out of the businesses of Tata get funneled to the trust, and the trust has been using it for a lot of philanthropic activities, like a cancer hospital or TIS or many other things. Name a few. There are a lot. They do a lot of. They give a lot of money to NGOs also. N. Chandrasekhar is the current chair of Tata Sons. Yeah. I'm talking about Tata Trusts. Noel Tata is the one who has taken over Tata Trusts. Tata Trust holds 66% of Tata Sons. There's this one... Not this. Where is it? Just a second, friends. Let me find that story. Yeah, this is the one. Sorry. Found it. Found it. Huh. So this is N. Chandrasekharan. He is the chairman of Tata Sons. Different thing. I really liked this part of it. कहाँ गया? This is him remembering Ratan Tata. Okay. Recollecting Mr. Tata's love and care for dogs, Chandrasekharan recollected an instance about renovating the group's headquarters, Bombay House, around the same time when the dispute of Tata Motors had happened. I expressed desire to renovate our headquarters, which has not been touched since 1924. And he was told that a lot of people were told that Mr. Tata will not like it. But he brought it up. Chandrasekhar recollected that he finally mentioned to Mr. Tata about Bombay House. He said, "May I ask you something? When you say renovate, do you mean vacate?" And I explained that we plan to move everyone to the nearby office. Mr. Tata wanted to know where the dogs, which were an integral part of the Bombay House, often seen at the reception, would go. Mr. Chandrasekhar really Mr. Chandrasekharan assured that a kennel would be built for them, to which Tata responded saying, "Really?" while considering the proposal. When the renovation of Bombay House was complete, Mr. Tata wanted to see the kennel first. He was very happy to see how thoughtful the kennel design was and how well the dogs would be cared for. So one of the quirky things that this Bombay House, which is the Tata building, is known for, is that they have always welcomed strays from the streets to come in and live there, which is nice. Mr. Chandrasekhar further recollected, seeing his happiness with the kennel and his priorities was a reminder that while big projects are important, it is the details that reveal how we think, what we prioritize, and how we are perceived. His joy was confirmation that we had done the right thing. I thought this is a very nice anecdote. Don't you, chat? If you think it's a nice anecdote, say hi. Because I have one final story to tell, and then I will move on to the next one. I wish I was that dog, yeah. So low, high. Oh, what, chat? It was an adorable dog story. What? Zorabji Tata was major figure in India's Olympic participation, from helping India compete in 1920s Antwerp Games. Oh yeah, they had a lot of investment in sports also, because Jamshedpur has a big sports complex and an institute, and they have been supporting a lot of athletes. Terry, IISc, Tata Memorial, TIFR, nuclear research. Several arts and cultural institutions, absolutely. Just wanted to highlight Tata Trusts and Tata Sons cannot be handled by the same person. Oh, absolutely, it can't be. Tata is run like a private government since it runs hospitals and colleges. No, Tata is definitely a private government for... yeah. Ritvik, thank you. I'm not going to read that out because demonetization. Mitesh, you are right about bench strength. Okay. Please react on Rajasthan Education Minister's shitty remark on female teachers. What is happening? I don't know what is happening. To whitewash their doings, do this show off like Ambani's for elephants, Tata for dogs. Samyukta, you can say there is an element of PR in it. But honestly, I do think that he was a dog lover. Like, I mean, I've seen many of his pictures and videos and everything. He does come off as a dog lover. And who does this, man? Like, who basically keeps, like, who allows stray dogs into their company headquarters? Who does that? Nobody. The answer is nobody. Especially stray dogs. And I think that any company / person who is kind to stray dogs gets like some brownie points in my book, honestly speaking. you can say that it is all PR and ये सब अपने मतलब दिखाने के लिए कर रहे हैं and all, but I don't truly believe that all parts of it are PR, if I may say so. So, for example, this is how it might work. Let's say I am a dog lover. I am a dog lover, right? So now I'm dog lover. I am maybe a rich person also. Now I open a kennel. I open a dog shelter. I keep dogs there. I do like stray dogs ke liye. I do the vaccinations and I feed a few stray dogs. I hire a few people to do the things in my area, etc. Now I do it quietly, right? On the other hand, I'm also a chairman of a big company which has hired a PR department. Now the PR department is like, how do we make our chairman look nice? What does he like to do? Oh yeah, he goes to that kennel. No, he goes to that kennel and treats like stray dogs and all, like whatever. Let's blow it up. Let's pick that story up. Let's talk to a few people. Let's get their quotes and then plant it in the media and then turn it into PR. Now that is how it can work. But does that deny the fact that I really like dogs and I really like taking care of them and vaccinating them and all the things? No, it doesn't. Ratan Tata also hired Neera Radia. Oh yeah, lobbying. Yeah, absolutely. Every company in India to survive needs to lobby. But okay. Last anecdote that I think by far is one of my favorite anecdotes. Someone had told me, and I had read it a long time ago. During the 26/11 Mumbai terrorist attacks, one of the buildings that was targeted was the Taj Mahal Hotel. It is one of the big iconic hotels, historic hotels, which is owned by the Tata Group. Now, one of the things that was very peculiar about that attack was that when the terrorist went in and started, setting things on fire, indiscriminately shooting people, etc., the staff did not leave. Apparently, the staff was given an option that you can leave in some floors. They did not leave. They stayed, right? 43 of them, I think, lost their lives also. 40, 45, 43. I think 43 is the number who lost their lives. Staffers of Taj. And a lot of staffers came out saying we stayed because we have loyalty to this hotel and the company at large. People you talk to in Jamshedpur will also say this. But while this was happening, the attack was happening, Ratan Tata was on the field, by the way. He was camped there for the entire duration of the attack. Like he was literally standing in a corner, not moving, and constantly taking updates about his staff, what is happening, what he can do, how he can help. He was there and he was the chairman. Okay. I think that actually gives me a lot of insight into this person, right? If today something like this happens, I don't think like any chairman would come and stay there for 3 days just watching the operation and what is happening and asking about their staff. Honestly, I don't think we have that tradition anymore, that sense of loyalty for a brand. I don't see it in a lot of places or new companies. But yeah, Ratan Tata managed to do this. And after the attack, and this came out much later, they didn't brag about this also, he took care of each and every employee, alive or dead, who was present in that hotel during that attack. He gave insurance money to them. He took care of all their loans. He made sure their kids are educated in like top colleges. He gave them compensation and he genuinely took care of them. And that was Ratan Tata's doing. Personal. And he's said to have met every family that was there. Okay. And on top of that, he made sure that in 2 years that hotel opens up. He bore all the losses. All the burning, all the shit show that happened there. He was like, no, I will fix it. And then 2 years later, the hotel was open again with the staff there. I think that's worth talking about. That's a good anecdote, I feel like. I feel like that gives you a lot of insight into his character, honestly. Not only did they not leave, but the ones who helped and escorted the guests back to safety outside the hotel came back inside to help more guests. It's a case study in Harvard Business Review. Yes, Noob Master, yes. I was trying to remember which college did a case study on this. Harvard Business Review did a case study on this, and it is completely based on brand loyalty. Like, why were the employees of that hotel so loyal to the brand? Even during a terrorist attack. That's the case study. But even after all this, losers will complain. Krishna, here's the thing, man. I understand that. Like, there are a lot of people who will come from underprivileged tribal backgrounds who might not like the fact that this land has been taken over. Like, all these actions have happened. Tata Group, as a group, Tata Sons has done a lot of things which have caused damage to tribals. It has caused damage to indigenous populations. It has caused damage to the environment. It has polluted a lot of rivers. That is there. Ratan Tata, as a person, had his own life and had his own things, right? So you can praise the things and the person he was, but you can also criticize the Tata Group, which he was heading during that time. Does that make sense? It is a bit of a nuanced thing to think about. So simplistic opinion dena hai to fir you can either villainize him or demonize him. But that is not who I am, and that is not what I do. Tata, Ambani, Adani, all are the same. They show the philanthropy, animal love to clear their conscience, which is so low, as they have blood money, sweat and blood of common people. Samyukta, I hear you. See, this is what I was talking about, right? I hear you. I know where you're coming from. And I do acknowledge the anger that you feel. I personally feel Ratan Tata was a great human being, but I have different opinion about the Tata Group. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. And that is completely legitimate. Please talk about the TCS literally running slave labor camps. Player unknown. Player unknown, I feel like that is a bit extreme, friend. That opinion is a bit extreme. I don't agree with that. See, here's the thing, friends. If you are a business in India, there are a few realities that you need to understand. Okay, we are a fairly young country as a democracy, and ever since the beginning, right from the license Raj and all the socialism that we did, then liberalization that happened, and till date, one of the ways to thrive as a business person is to be close to the people in power. All these people, Tata Group, Adani's, Ambani's, Shapurji Pillonji's, Jindal's, name any other successful business house, have all perfected the art of lobbying. They are close to the people in power, they donate to them, and then they get like favors in return. When it comes to land grab, when it comes to getting cheap land for the project that they want to do, when they want to get government contracts, when they want to get public money to do something, loans, loan waivers, all those things very intrinsically related to your success as a business person in India and your closeness to the government. That is a sad reality. That is what we call crony capitalism, right? And that is happening all across the board, without a doubt. Okay? Please understand this. This is the sad reality. And that is what Tata Group has been doing for the longest. Forever. Like, I think 150 years plus now. Adani, Ambani are fairly bachas compared to them. They came in like... Dhirubhai kab aaya tha pehle? 70s, na? Dhirubhai... I think 70s, right? Adani to recent hai. So all these people, they have understood that if they want to thrive and survive as business people in this country, they have to be close to the authority, and the authority needs to be fed donation money, and they get things in return. Otherwise, nothing works. 70s to 80s, yeah. Tata is since late 19th century, yeah. I see you acknowledging the criticism about Tata, but only discussing good anecdotes about him doesn't feel right. My thoughts on this. Juanju, so here's the thing. I'm again distinguishing between the Tata group and Ratan Tata as a person. So the good anecdotes I'm giving are about Ratan Tata as a person. The criticism I'm doing is of Tata group as an artificial citizen, which Ratan Tata was running at some point of time, right? There is a giant legacy behind him also, where his father, grandfather, great grandfather, all of them ran it also. See, that's the difference that you need to understand here. This isn't even unique to India. We are not uniquely cursed to tolerate this at all. We need to say Indians deserve better and stop setting shit treatment. Oh, absolutely. So, Deepthi, here's the thing. I don't think people even understand this point at this point of time, because you will get so caught up in saying that, oh, Tata is evil. Oh, this is bad. Oh, that is so good because they are deshbhakt, and that is so bad because they are anti-national. इतना polarize हो जाते हो और emotional हो जाते हो ना. So you don't even acknowledge the reality of the situation, which is, if you want to be a business person in this freaking country, you need to suck up to the authority. It shouldn't be that way, but at least see it. See that that is the reality. That is the stark reality before you. And as a result of that, common people are getting crushed, environment is getting destroyed, people are getting screwed over, land is getting taken over, banks are collapsing, debt is increasing, inequality is rising. All of that is a result of this shit system that we are a part of. And Tata is a product of that. Adani is a product of that. Ambani is a product of that. And more will come. अभी क्या वो पेटीएम टाइप्स भी तो वही तो कर रहे थे, और ये क्या, और ओला वगैरह भी तो वही कर रहा है. So like any company that comes, any successful company in India that comes, is built on resource extraction. It is either human resource extraction or literal mineral extraction. That is how people in India, business people, earn money. Resource extraction. So when you said that blood money and all, it sounds extreme. You're right. But at the same time, it is the shit system that we have, don't we? That is it. Ritvik, I will pay for DKD on Simi Garewal. Oh, we could do that. Simi Garewal actually... Simi Garewal has an interview with Ratan Tata, right? Yeah. First time I don't agree with this, nothing of an argument. Okay, fair enough. I mean, you don't have to agree with me. It's fine. I'm giving you my... It sounds extreme, you're right. Sure. Okay, fair enough. Maybe I could have phrased it differently. Okay, I'll look at this again and I will rephrase myself in the next stream. I would say that the system isn't creating such people. In fact, it's the other way around. These people intentionally corrupt the system so that they can exploit it. Fair. But everybody is a part of the same system, isn't it? So you can blame the people in power, the government who allows this to happen. You can blame the people who are taking advantage of this system, which is crony capitalists who are doing this. And maybe you can blame the people also for constantly electing them again, or electing people who will do the same shit again. So you are saying companies or people behave differently outside of India, say in the US, land grabbing bullshit. No, I did not say that. I'm saying especially in India, because we are sitting in India, is what I was talking about. And I was trying to give context to how Tata operates and why it exists and why it thrives. According to me. According to me. You don't have to agree. बन जानकारी ऐसे मत करो, मेरे मेरे मुझे मत डिमोनेटाइज कराओ. Hey Meghnad, I'm genuinely curious about how you can discuss such complex and dark topics with such a humorous and positive viewpoint and still maintain sanity. It's me. The actual reason is that I'm broken, friend. I'm like brain broken. It's just I see depressing shit on all the time, and then in my head I have this switch that flips, which is trying to look at it in an fairly objective way, or like I would say trying to process it, but in the same way it is also trying to cope and trying to handle it and process it and then put it into words, and then that is what you see. And that is the best explanation I can come up with, honestly. Okay, moving on. Okay, next we are going to look at GN Saibaba. India is different in the sense that we are not South Korea where the companies control the government. At least in India, government has some responsibility for the voters. It is not the best. Fair. I'm from Jamshedpur. I know how well Tata has taken care of families there. I and my family owe our good life to Ratan Tata, sir. See me, absolutely. See, that's what I want to acknowledge also. There are people like Simi everywhere who have been touched by the Tata group of companies and Ratan Tata himself, one way or the another, have gotten help from one of the institutions that they have created. Either they have been educated there, trained there, gotten their first salary from there, gotten cancer treatment from there, have had their arts supported through one of their cultural institutions. So many ways in which they might have touched lives. And you cannot demean that, what Simi is saying here. That matters. That shit matters, man. And like, you should acknowledge that. ਹੱਸਦੇ ਚਿਹਰੇ ਦਾ ਮਤਲਬ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਕਿ ਬੰਦੇ ਨੂੰ ਤਕਲੀਫ ਨਾ ਹੁੰਦੀ. I did not understand that, Milan. Sorry. But it sounded nice. Shreyas, thank you for the 6 months. JRD once told Nehru, I am talking about the need of the public sector making profit. Nehru replied, never speak to me of profit. It's a dirty word. Okay. Help is just another word for taking away others' rights. Is the collateral damage worth the help? Debatable, I don't know. Appreciate my deep dives anyway for the details. See, bleep bloop bloop, I hear you. Again, I think I need to phrase this better. I acknowledge that. I think I need to think about this more and phrase this a little better. But it is coming from my perspective. Maybe I need a little different perspective also. Yeah. Smiling face doesn't mean the guy isn't hurting. Oh, that's what. Okay, got it. Okay. Should we move on to GN Saibaba? Guys, please do consider supporting the stream and liking the stream and doing the things. Much appreciated. I do not understand where the freaking machhar come from. God damn it. Love my unbiased journalism. Thank you, Ayush. I don't do journalism anymore, Ayush. I do commentary. And I don't think it is very unbiased also. I do appreciate you for your support, but I am super biased friend. I do show my biases and I think you should also look at it and question me. Forgot about opium trade where they made their money. Nusarwanji Tata. Oh, yeah, I've started with that, anti-woman. Abhinav, thank you for the super support. Have you considered mosquito repellents? I have. I have one such somewhere. Somewhere. Don't get me wrong, you can and should appreciate whoever you like for their good work. Yeah, bleep bloop, bloop, I do. Just the thing is, I do understand how, let's say you're a person from a like a tribal area, like Odisha, yeah, who is listening to me talk about this, right? I can understand if, let's say, your family's land has been taken over while a steel plant expansion and they were a part of that, like that horrible incident that happened, or some uncle or grandfather was there when this happened, and you see someone like me in South Delhi talking about these things and talking about how they take care of stray dogs in Bombay house or whatever. I can understand why you will feel pissed off, right? Or if you are someone who has been similarly exploited by a big corporation, or unfortunately a crony capitalist organization that exists around you, or your ancestors have been, or you have been exploited one way or another, or you had a shit time in TCS, many reasons, many personal reasons. So you can never know, right, who you end up sort of, I wouldn't say offending, but triggering. I try to avoid that by acknowledging that this is my reality I'm speaking from. But if you have your reality which you want to give me, and I can also talk about that. See, does that make sense? Where do you live and where is your birthplace? Wow, no. I live in South Delhi and my birthplace is Nagpur. Okay, let's talk about GN Saibaba now. Okay, just a second. Yeah. Okay, chat. Just trigger warning. GN Sai Baba's story is extremely sad, and it's frankly heartbreaking. And it shows like a complete collapse of our justice system in this particular case. And actually, it's strange how we are talking about. First, we were talking about Ratan Tata, and now we are going to talk about an activist who stood for the tribals that I was talking about, the Adivasis and tribals. And Professor GN Saibaba is someone that needs to be admired on multiple levels for some very obvious reasons. Okay, just shifting gears from Ratan Tata to GN Saibaba is going to be a little tough for me. I'm going to try. Okay, but just trigger warning, really sad stuff coming up. Just telling you. People still call him a Maoist. Yes, Shreyas, I'm very aware. The reactions that have been coming for GN Saibaba have been horrifying as well. Now, Ratan Tata ka reactions, I had some reaction tweets. I didn't go into them because honestly, I think I gave you a context of what I think about him and why I think so. I don't think I need to go into other people's reactions. Maoists are based. Okay. Now I'm going to flash some articles here. I have already read them, so I'm going to briefly tell you about them, but do read them. Excellent articles here. Anjana Minakshi has written about this. Stolen life, remembering J.N. Saibaba, who the state kept imprisoned over a decade. Dead. For those who knew him, J.N. Saibaba was a staunch human rights activist, a beloved professor, and a comrade, and a doting husband. Now, J.N. Saibaba has been involved in a lot of activism, right? He was a Delhi University professor, assistant professor, and he was a part of a lot of movements when it comes to land grab and tribal rights. There was a time in 2004-5, that duration, when he tried to organize a meeting between, or allegedly he tried to organize or make a few people meet who were loosely connected to Maoist organizations. There is a band group called CPIM, which is CPI Maoist. A few of them were members of that group. He wasn't. So in 2014, he was basically accused of a 10-year-old case, and UAPA was put on him, which is the Unlawful Activities Prevention Act, if you don't know, and he was thrown in jail. Now, I will let you, I think you need to hear it from him, what happened, honestly, on the day that he was arrested. I can't even describe it.
इस देश का
CPI ML. Okay, fair.
रोका।
प्रोफेसर साईं बाबा, बचपन से ही आप व्हीलचेयर का इस्तेमाल करते हैं। व्हीलचेयर से एक तरह से आप बंधे हुए हैं, आपकी ज़रूरत है ये। जेल में कितना मुश्किल था? क्या आपको व्हीलचेयर प्रोवाइड की गई थी और किस किस्म की मुश्किलें आपको पेश आईं?
मेरा व्हीलचेयर अंडा सेल में जो टॉयलेट है वो टॉयलेट तक पहुंच नहीं सकता।
Just letting you know, he was 90% disabled. He had polio at a very young age, and he was arrested and he was put in the Nagpur Central Jail. And there is a particular cell, a jail cell called the Anda cell, because it's shaped that way. It is a very tiny cell, and it is usually used for the most heinous of criminals. And he was put there.
और मैं खड़े नहीं हो सकता हूँ, मैं नीचे उतर नहीं सकता हूँ, उतरेंगे तो ऊपर नहीं आ सकता हूँ। तो दो लोग कम से कम 24 आवर्स मुझे बाथरूम लेके जाने में, नहाने के लिए, बेड में शिफ्ट होने के लिए, टॉयलेट सीट में शिफ्ट होने के लिए हमेशा करना पड़ रहा है। व्हील चेयर टॉयलेट तक नहीं जा सकता, जहाँ नहाने की जगह है वहाँ तक नहीं जा सकता, और व्हील चेयर वो सेल के अंदर घुमा नहीं सकता चारों तरफ। मैं एक जगह से दूसरी जगह व्हीलचेयर में नहीं जा सकता। ऐसा स्थिति में मैं 7 साल ये सज़ा देने के बाद, और 2.5 साल से ज़्यादा पहले कुल मिला के 8.5 साल रहना पड़ा था, और जेल के अधिकारियों भी विश्वास नहीं कर पाया कि ये जिंदा रहे।
So 7 years he was in jail, 10 years for the whole ordeal. right? There is a timeline that I will go through as well. But 340, is this the one that I'm looking for?
किया गया था। मैं यूनिवर्सिटी का एग्जामिनेशन सेंटर में
Yeah,
चीफ
this is the one.
एग्जामिनर था। लंच तक एग्जामिनर का ड्यूटी करते हुए चीफ एग्जामिनर होते हुए बाकी टीचरों को जो एग्जामिनेशन का पेपर चेक कर रहे थे उनको फिर दोबारा मुझे चेक करना और काउंट करना और यूनिवर्सिटी को सबमिट करना का ड्यूटी में था। और लंच के लिए मैं हमारे कार में बैठ के घर जा रहा था। रास्ता में सिविल
was
ड्रेस
the
में
day he was
आके
arrested.
उन्होंने ड्राइवर को खींच के गाड़ी को रोक के मुझे किडनैप करके लेके गए। और मैंने सवाल पूछा कि मुझे किस केस में अरेस्ट कर रहे हो, या कहाँ लेके जा रहे हो, क्यों लेके जा रहे हो, आप कौन है। वो सवाल कुछ नहीं, जवाब दिया नहीं सवाल को। हाई स्पीड में कार को लेके चले गया सिविल लाइंस में। इसके बाद एयरपोर्ट में लेके गया। मैं बीच बीच में बोल रहा था कि आप पुलिस हो, आप कौन हो, मुझे बताओ, मेरा फैमिली को बताओ। मेरा
He was arrested, he was kidnapped. They didn't tell him why. Because UAPA. Because UAPA lets you do that shit.
टीचर्स को बताओ, मेरा यूनिवर्सिटी को इन्फॉर्म करो। कुछ नहीं किया, ऐसे ही हमको लेके गया।
आरोप क्या लगाए थे आपके ऊपर?
हमको आरोप के बारे में कुछ नहीं बताया गया, कौन सा केस में वो अरेस्ट कर रहे हैं या क्यों कर रहे हैं, कुछ भी नहीं बताया गया उस समय में। बाद में कोर्ट में लेके गया था, तब हमको बताया गया था कि ऐसा ये टेररिस्ट एक्ट के अंदर आपको 10 साल पुराना जो केस है उस केस में आपको अरेस्ट किया बोल के हमको लेके गया। और जब कोर्ट में हमको पेश किया, मजिस्ट्रेट से भी सवाल किए, तब हमको बोला गया कि पुलिस ने बोला, मजिस्ट्रेट ने पूछा पुलिस को, हमको पता चला कि वहाँ पुलिस है बोल के, कि क्या इनको आप पुलिस कस्टडी में लेंगे। पुलिस ने बोला हमको इनका पुलिस कस्टडी में लेने का ज़रूरत नहीं है, आप इसको जेल में भेज दीजिए।
This is exactly it. UAPA, you can keep someone in jail indefinitely if you just suspect them of doing unlawful terrorist activities. Jian Saibaba was one such person who, under this shitty ass law, was a political prisoner, and he was put in jail for he was in jail for 7 years, but overall it lasted for 10 years. There is a timeline here which I wanted you to see. Look at this. So on May 9th, 2014, plainclothes police officer from Delhi arrested Saibaba, a former English professor. As a secretary of the Revolutionary Democratic Front, he regularly spoke out against government discrimination and violence targeting them in a mineral-rich central India. During the arrest, Saibaba's hand was injured as police removed him from his wheelchair and threw him into the van. He was injured and he had an infection because of that also, which his hand was broken when this kidnapping incident happened. Saibaba was reportedly charged with UAPA, conspiracy, being a member of a terrorist gang or association, associating with terrorist organization, and supporting authorities accused Saibaba of collaborating with banned Maoist insurgent groups. From June 2015 to December 2015, Saibaba was granted interim bail to receive medical treatment. Okay, his wife Vasanta, right? Vasanta, yeah. His wife Vasanta that's a very heartbreaking and kind of adorable story also. His wife is his childhood sweetheart. They knew each other since they were 15, and Vasanta and Saibaba were always seen together. They have never been apart for more than 2 days since they met, and they were so into each other. And this was the first instance when Vasanta and Saibaba had to live separately for more than 3 days. And that must have broken them. And Vasanta has been an absolute superstar because she raised a child by herself, a daughter. She supported him through this. She was helping him with all the legal things. Again, he's disabled, I must point out. So she was going through all of these motions with him. She would go meet him and do all the things. But holy shit, man. Like, and when you know that your husband is innocent and is rotting in jail as a political prisoner, it must be just next level. April 2016, Supreme Court granted Saibaba bail. Saibaba was sentenced to life in prison following conviction. Supreme Court was taken back into custody. So there was a bit of a back and forth in the initial days. Then he was put into custody. But what I wanted you to see is this part. So he got COVID twice. He also contracted swine flu while he was there. Did not get proper treatment. Had like a shit ton of ailments in jail. Exactly like Stan Swami. Had to go through a lot, right? Bombay High Court, October 14th, Bombay High Court acquitted Saibaba and ordered his immediate release. October 15th, Supreme Court suspended his acquittal. March 5th, 2024, Bombay High Court re-acquitted Saibaba. So he has been acquitted twice. Twice. Saibaba was released from Nagpur Central Jail in March. And now he's gone. And he's gone because he went through so much medical ailments and health problems in jail that when he came out, his body gave up. Man, so messed up. And you know what is more pissing off about this? See this sequence of events. October 14th, acquitted Saibaba, immediate release. Okay. October 15th was a freaking Saturday. Wait. Now, when I read this, it kind of pissed me off so much. So, the Chief Justice of India was U. Lalit. Yeah, he clears air on listing of activist Saibaba's case on Supreme Court on a holiday. Narrating the sequence of events that led to the setting up of the special bench, Justice Lalit said the matter was mentioned before a bench headed by Justice D.Y. Chandrachud, who is currently our Chief Justice, on October 14th for urgent listing as he was sitting on a ceremonial bench with Hemant Gupta, who was retiring. He was sitting on a ceremonial bench with Hemant Gupta, who was retiring. He said, acting on the information from the registry official in this regard, many judges were consulted for sitting on the special bench the next day. Justice Shah and Justice Trivedi, this is Bela Trivedi, agreed to be a part of the it. Okay. This is a quote from U. Lalit. Mind you, at no juncture had I told any of these judges, Justice M. Shah or Bela Trivedi, about the nature of the matter. Who are the parties involved and what kind of matter and why the matter was to be listed the next day. They simply went ahead with the idea that the chief was asking them that they would be a part of a bench. They simply agreed to be a part of a special bench. There was nothing what the social media is trying to project that it was well thought out or something. You know what was happening then? Because it was a Saturday and this was suddenly convened and the guy was not even allowed to come out of jail. The Bombay High Court had acquitted him. Supreme Court opened on a Saturday to stop it. And Justice Bela Trivedi and Shah were the ones who completely scrapped it. Now, U. Lalit says is that, I didn't tell them what it was about or what it was. They were just ready to do it. So they happened to be there. So therefore, on a Saturday, they came in and cancelled his acquittal. So 17 months ke liye, after that, GN Saibaba was still in jail. Still in that anda cell. And then Bombay High Court again, for the second time, acquitted him. He has been acquitted twice. Twice. This is horrifying. This is a complete breakdown of our justice system. It's horrifying. Nobody should go through this. It is extremely unfair. And that whole thing about removing the, like the patti from the eyes of the justice system, this is that bullshit. This is exactly that bullshit. Such dedicated, honorable justices we have in the country. No wonder we have flawless justice system. Yeah. No, master, especially after you connect, you basically look at like Gurmeet Ram Rahim Singh Ji Insan and how he keeps getting parole for his freaking birthday for a month. He's convicted. He's a convicted freaking rapist and he gets a month-long parole for his birthday. And this guy, Jian Saibaba, was not allowed to do that. His mother died. She passed away. And there is this horrible thing that he says, wait, I just have to play that part.
If I am teaching to come out, my mother passed away while being in prison on 1st August 2020. Being a disabled child since childhood, my mother brought me up with great care. She took me in her arms to the school. My child should get education. That is the only goal for her. When she died, I was not allowed to see. Before her death, I was denied parole to go and see her. After death, I was denied to attend her funeral. And after funeral, post-funeral function rites, I was denied parole. By the authorities, prison department, government, and courts. Who is the criminal accused in this country who are denied for this kind of rights?
Seriously. Who? And on the other hand, convicted people are allowed to go out and celebrate their freaking birthdays every other month. Like Dhruv Pandey is saying, remember how Salman Bhai got his bail after he was found guilty within the same day he got bail. Exactly. I mean, it's just maddening. Maddening. And the worst part is the commentary around this. And I don't know. I get so triggered by Twitter nowadays. I'm trying to spend very less time there, honestly. Like I avoid it if I can. Like I have told myself that I'm not going to spend more than 20 minutes on that blasted website, especially since these deaths. I saw the Baba Siddique thing, I saw GN Saibaba's thing, and the GN Saibaba, the reactions that are coming for this is just so triggering. People are still calling him a terrorist and a Maoist and whatever. Again, repeating, the court has acquitted him twice. An innocent man, a 90% disabled innocent man with a broken arm, was mistreated by the system, kept in jail for this long, away from his wife, his childhood sweetheart, not given parole for visiting his mom before she died and her funeral. And then after this man comes out, a few months later, develops complications, health deteriorates massively, and dies. Did not get time to spend with his daughter or his wife after this. And what he really wanted to do was go back to teaching because he really enjoyed teaching. He's the first person in his family who was educated. His mother, an uneducated woman, her goal was to educate him so that he becomes a professor or something one day. She would carry him to school every day. This man is now dead. And what do these depraved bhaktards do? They just continue calling him a terrorist. They just continue calling him a Maoist. It's just freaking heartbreaking. It is just the most insensitive, shitty human beings on this planet that exist among us. It's a tragedy that they have like anonymous freaking handles in front of them so that they can spout whatever bullshit they can, and they do, and it pisses me off. I'm so mad at this. And when I read this, it took me so much time to recover. I was like seething, and I was like, yeah, no, this is just not done. This is similar to when Stan Swami lost his life. Man had Parkinson's. They wouldn't give him a fucking sipper, and he died in jail. This old ass man died in jail because our courts are so shitty at this point of time that they cannot give justice to people who really need it. They just cannot. It's just so incapable of doing it now that it is a shame that these people still have to be respected. Like, तुम अगर चीफ जस्टिस को गाली मारोगे ना, नहीं चलेगा, नहीं चलेगा, तुम पे कंटेम्प्ट लग जाएगा, तुमको जेल में डाल देंगे. Because how dare you disrespect our giant institution and our respected judges. CJI को लेगेसी क्या है चाहिए था ना, ये तेरा लेगेसी है चंद्रचूड. This is your freaking legacy now. GN Saibaba, लो, this is your legacy. Enjoy. सबका बदला लेगा तेरा जस्टिस चंद्रचूड. ये भी बदला ले लिया तूने. Well done, Justice Chandrachud. Let it get demonetized. Let it out. We will support this video. Thank you, Shreyas. Thank you so much. ये demonetized तो होने ही वाला. I have given up on freaking getting, even expecting monetization at this point of time, friendos. I know I have to cover these issues. I cannot stay back. I cannot not talk about these things. I cannot not do it. So, क्या कर सकते हैं? Screw it. फुकट में चलने दो. देखते हैं क्या होता है. Umar Khalid is still in jail. Absolutely. Yeah, Umar Khalid is still in jail. Yep. So sad. No, and what's worse is that, so see, there are these cases of Stan Swami and GN Saibaba and Umar Khalid on one side, and then there is fucking Gurmeet Ram Rahim Singh Ji Insan and his parole, and the jailer who gave him that parole is a BJP MLA from Haryana now. Do you understand that? That happened. It's such freaking bullshit. Pisses me off. Like, are people just blind at this point of time? I don't get it. Like, do you not see what just happened? And are you okay with this? Clearly they are okay with this. And if you're not okay with this, why the hell aren't you screaming about it? Why aren't you talking about it? Because these depraved assholes on Twitter are still going at it. They have all the confidence in the world to say horrible things about everything and everyone. But you with your like, ooh, मैं बोलूंगा तो क्या ही होगा, I'm so tiny only, I'm so small only. Heck. Thank you, Piyush. Thank you for the support. Justice Rohit Dev resigned in an open court supporting GN Saibaba, saying he can't work against his self-respect. Oh, interesting. I did not know this, Vignan. Thank you. Water, water, water. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Ritvik. I feel like the collegium should be abolished at this point of time. The collegium system. Just as an aside, this brother judges choosing other brother judges nonsense is not working anymore for me or anybody else. I don't think it's working. Destroy that system. Just डायनेस्टीज बिठाने में मजा आता है तुम लोगों को, जुडिशियरी में भी. वो डायनेस्टी की कोई बात नहीं करता. हाँ, जुडिशियल डायनेस्टीज ऑल गुड. बट तुम ये पॉलिटिकल डायनेस्टीज के बारे में ढिंडोरा पीटो. बिजनेस डायनेस्टीज, ये टाटा जायंट डायनेस्टी ऑफ पीपल टेकिंग ओवर ट्राइबल लैंड्स, डूइंग शिट, मस्त है सब. चंद्रचूड से लेके एवरीवन, ग्रैंडफादर, फादर, एवरीबडी, जस्टिसेस, जजेस, व्हाटएवर, ऑल ऑसम. या उससे किसी को प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. या Yeah, I'm going to end the GN Saibaba part here because I think I'm going to lose it at this point of time. थोड़ा सा मेरा सटक रहा है फ्रेंड्स. सटक रहा है. I need to like I like Kamra's joke on judiciary nepo gag. I love it. Like the, what is it? Bania Barwadi arbitration center. Is that what he called it? Yeah. Ipsita, thank you so much. Is there nothing we can do for Umar Khalid at this point of time? I don't think there is. It is completely up to our shitty system, UAPA, and all the garbage that we have. Yeah. Bania Brahmin Center. Yeah, Bania Brahmin Arbitration Center. Yeah. Justice Rohit Dev is one who gave acquittal in Bombay High Court. Oh, that's him. Okay. Justice Rohit Dev. I'll remember the name. Thank you for mentioning that. ब्रो अफ्रेड तेरे पे भी यूएपीए ना लग जाए जैसी तेरी हरकत है. क्या हरकत है रे मेरी संजय? बता दे मेरे को, क्या किया मैंने? बता दे संजय, बोली दे अभी. Oh, Tipsy, thank you so much for therapy. Oh, damn. Yeah, I really need that, don't I? Thank you. Thank you. Much appreciated, Tipsy. Thank you so much. The system fears people who stand for normal people, human rights, tribal and backward communities. Yeah. Sanjay is saying, itni gandi acting. Okay, Sanjay, thank you for watching my gandi acting. तू है ना इधर अभी भी? कट लेना यार. तू मेरा क्यों देख रहा है संजय? क्यों वेस्ट कर रहा है टाइम तू इधर? संजय, don't you have anything better to do than watching my gandi acting and reacting on it and getting my attention? Don't do it. Go. Bye. या मैं ही हटा दूँ तुझे? यार मैं ऑलरेडी ट्रिगर्ड हूँ, तू मुझे और ट्रिगर क्यों कर रहा है? क्या प्रॉब्लम क्या है संजय? मत कर रहे. There is more heartbreaking stuff I researched, but please continue. No issues. Thank you, man. Thank you. या इसको हटा देते हैं, संजय को थोड़ा सा हटा देते हैं. एंड ऑल्सो सॉरी गाइज, आई एम गोइंग टू रीड ओनली मेंबर्स कमेंट्स फ्रॉम दिस पॉइंट फॉरवर्ड. ओके, so if you are not a member, I'm going to ignore you for a while. Please understand why. I hope you do. Okay, I'm just going to read members comments for a while. Okay, should we move on to Baba Siddique? Yes, Baba Siddique. Those. Yes. Okay. I'm going to do a little bit of a walkabout and come. Give me like 5 minutes and then I'll be back. Then we will talk about Baba Siddique. Okay, chat. I'ma go and I will be back. Till then, you stare at this. Is Atharva and Karan on this sheet? You can do your thing also. I'll take a bit of a break and be back. Let's play our Fav song. थोड़ा सा cheer up हो जाते हैं थोड़ा सा, because we are going to talk about Lawrence Bishnoi after this, which is mind blowing. So give me like 4 minutes. Back 23:10. Hello, I'm back. I'm back. Guys, happy to announce that my new Hawaban herde is here. Amazon se mangaya. Do you guys know what a Hawaban herde is? Let me introduce you to the best thing on the planet called Hawaban herde. Not a sponsored segment, although I would love it if they sponsor me someday. I don't mind Hawaban herde as a sponsor. This thing. No! Made it fall. Sorry. Very precious. Hawaban horde. You call it Lindy. I know. It looks like. If you don't know what it looks like, wait. Let me show chat. What it looks like. Looks like this, okay? Like a. Is this a rat turd? I think. Is yeah. That's what it is. Yeah. Linduk. I can see there are some Kanmasti fans here. House lizard. Yes, yes, yes. All of that, all of that. Akashdeep Baba, thank you for the support, friends. Thank you, much appreciated. Guys, please, reminder, please do like, support, do things. Hawaban Torde. It's great though. I mean, yes, we are making fun of it, but it is my favorite thing. Dambis Meghnad has returned. Dambis. I haven't heard that in a while. Dambis. Wow. What do you eat it for? It's like a post-dinner thing, honestly. It's like... it's supposed to be for digestion. I just like it. I mean, it's like, it's post-dinner. Helps you get rid of a bunch of addictions. It's a pachak. Yes, correct. It's a pachak. Okay. Different form of Hajmola. Better than Hajmola. For sure. Milder, tastier, less hing. I hate the hing smell from the mouth. So this has very less hing. Perfect. Which are the flavored tea brands which I use? I found this amazing Ceylon tea brand from Sri Lanka, which is like this fruity infused flavor, which is the one that I'm having right now. And they have like a mango flavor which I'm trying, which is nice. Okay, chat, are you ready to talk about Baba Siddique and Lawrence Bishnoi? If you are, please say hi. Because this is kind of nuts. Kind of nuts. Have you tried Jain Shilpa Mandir ka similar stuff? I have. I do think it's okay. But this is superior. So many highs? Yes, let's go. I'm all like pumped up now. I'm pumped up now again. Okay. First up, who is Baba Siddique? So this is a general timeline. ये बहुत mild timeline है honestly, because the man is quite interesting. So Baba Siddique is a Bandra boy. If you don't know, Bandra is a posh South Bombay locality. All the cool things happen in Bandra, like my show, they happen there. This Saturday, I was in Bandra doing a show. My show ended at 8:30. I was going through Bandra, and then around 9:30ish, yeah, I realized that while leaving, I had left behind my projector. So then I turned the auto around, went back to the venue, and Shweta and Van were waiting for me. I took the thing and started going back to my cousin's house, which is also in Bandra. While going there, I reached there, I got off the auto, and there is this crazy amount of police that just like going idhar udhar, what is happening, everything is chaos, everybody's like, kya ho gaya, kya ho gaya, kya ho gaya, kya ho gaya. I don't know, I thought like maybe koi visarjan ho raha hoga, because it was also Dasera. So I went up, and then 15 minutes later, we find out that Baba Siddique has been shot dead. In like literally like 300 meters from where we were. Blew my mind. Because next day, I had IFP, which is this event that happens in Mehboob Studios. So I went back home after that, and to morning at literally at 8, we were going to the venue, and on the way to the venue, I saw 4 flexes with Shraddhanjali for Baba Siddique. I don't know how, but they woke up a flex guy to give Shraddhanjali to Baba Siddique. Now, my knowledge of Baba Siddique till that point was limited, to put it mildly. I knew he was like a very popular MLA. I knew he had quit the INC and gone with the Ajit Pawar faction. But then I went into his history because of what happened. He's quite a character, was quite a character. So Baba Siddique was a Bandra boy, and he joined politics in 1977 as a teenager with the Indian National Congress. Okay, now this is the Indira Gandhi Indian National Congress. He became General Secretary, and he rose from councillor to MLA, and then he was the 3-time MLA of that area. Okay, he was very close to Sunil Dutt, who is the father of Sanjay Dutt. Sunil Dutt was also an MP, and he trained under him apparently. Matlab, he was very close to the Dutt family. And after Sunil Dutt, Priya Dutt got into politics, and he became a mentor for Priya Dutt. Okay. Then the other person he was very close to is Salman Bhai. Actually, he's been close to a lot of Bollywood people through Sunil Dutt. Now, Sunil Dutt is obviously very well connected. So, he became friends with Salman Khan. He became friends with Shah Rukh Khan and Amir Khan. And then he used to throw these legendary iftar parties where he used to call all of these fancy Bollywood people. And in 2013, so there was a period when Salman Khan and Shah Rukh Khan were fighting. And apparently Baba Siddique ke iftar party mein both of them came and hugged each other. And that video came out. And since then, and apparently because of that, a lot of Salman and Shah Rukh fans got together on the streets to hug each other because they were fighting till then. So the man is somewhat seen as basically a peacekeeper and a otherworldly figure in both of these fan cults, which is Salman and Shah Rukh cults. And he used to do this every year. He used to get all these people together. He was known for these parties, right? But what people don't know about him is that he also worked a lot as an MLA. He's the one who, and strangely enough, all the information I found about the things that people said that he did weirdly seem to be around Galaxy Apartments, which is Salman Khan's house. For example, the Bandstand, right? Bandstand is this area in Mumbai. Guys, do you know Bandstand? Ek second. I need to show you this. हाँ दिखा रहा हूँ रुक जाओ I need to show you. So this is Bandra. See, this is where Mehboob Studio is. Okay, this is where I was with the IFP thing. Okay. Anyway, this is basically Bandra. This whole area is his constituency, right? I think ऊपर से है, Pali Hill भी उसी का है, इधर से. Yeah, this is Pali Hill, I think. Yeah, so all rich and famous fancy people Pali Hill में रहते हैं. बहुत rich area है. He was like their favorite. Sunil Dutt and people also live here. This is Bandstand. Okay, now he is the one who basically extended this Bandstand into a promenade, right? So he used a lot of his MPLAD fund and his political capital to expand this essentially. And Carter Road, यहाँ पे. And as far as I know, यहाँ पे सलमान भाई भी रहता है कहीं तो भी. सलमान भाई का ये है क्या? This is Mannat, by the way. This is Shahrukh Khan's house. Street view. Should we see Mannat? Okay. Is this Mannat? Or is this Galaxy? Oh, this is Mannat. Yes, I can see it. आगे बढ़ो. वीर तुम आगे बढ़ो. ये है Mannat. Yes, see, look at this. There are people already like happily taking photos. Galaxy किधर है? इधर ही है ना कहीं तो भी? This is I think Galaxy, right? Guys, this is Galaxy, right? आगे से राइट लेना पड़ेगा. ये नहीं है. I always thought this is the one. I don't know. I was like, okay. कहीं तो भी रहता है. Virtual Swiggy boy near Hill Road Junction. Okay. जा रहे हैं. आगे जा रहे हैं. चला गया क्या? Oh, that's Farhan Akhtar's flat. Wow. ये कहाँ पहुँच गए? Ritu. Not this, clearly. अच्छा, जो है कहीं तो भी है, right? Anyway, what I wanted to say was that he did a lot of development in this fancy area where all the fancy people live, and also this fancy area where all the other fancy people live. Yeah. Joggers Park, Carter Road Skate Park, कहीं तो भी है यार, whatever. We'll figure out, but he lives somewhere here. So Baba Siddique was a very popular MLA as a result, right? He was very close to Bollywood actors, he was close to Congress people, and he was a 3-time MLA who did a lot of work, right? In this year, in January, February, he switched over to the Ajit Pawar NCP faction. Now the NCP, but like Ajit Pawar faction. And the way he was killed was kind of weird. He was going for a celebration at his son Zishan's office. Gets out of the car, goes into the office, comes out, and then he is going towards the car. 3 people who are there with masks, they come in and then they shoot him dead. Now, Niranjan Dakle, yes. Niranjan Dakle, who is a journalist, he pointed out one very interesting thing. They found 9mm bullets from the scene. 9mm bullets are only given to police and army people. Now, 9mm weapons. Normal citizens can't own it. That is one, right? Second is Baba Siddique had Y+ security. You know why? Because few months ago, there was this incident where 2 people on a motorcycle went in front of Galaxy apartment and shot a few bullets at Salman Khan's flat. Since then, people have been freaking out. So, Y+ security to Salman Khan and all his friends, including Baba Siddique. But Baba Siddique was given security for another reason. He got threats from a real estate developer for some thing he was up to. Like, I mean, some conflict that he was in, real estate related. So, he got a Y+ security, which means he had commandos and policemen around him. And while they were there, some masked 3 people, they came in, they shot him dead, and 2 were arrested, 2 have fled away. Okay, that is the overall mota of what happened. Now, after this happened, shit starts getting real, honestly. Because, again, coming back to where I was during that point of time, I was frantically trying to look kya ho raha hai, kyun ho raha hai, whatever. And the first thought that comes into my head is Maharashtra elections. कुछ तो related होगा. क्या तो होगा ही ऐसे, कुछ तो भी तो होगा ही ना. या chat तुम्हारे भी दिमाग में आ रहा होगा. If तुम्हारे भी दिमाग में आ रहा होगा, say hi. I'm not the only one, clearly, right? You missed that Tata is responsible for what we call the PF today. Whatever little social security we have is due to them. It is not black and white. Always shades of grey in between. Love your work. Bong Face. Thank you so much for the support. Bong Face, you're correct. Is it because of them? I'm not so sure, because honestly, the royals of Travancore also gave like a PF type thing earlier, apparently. So I know like some people credit the Tatas for starting the PF system, because I think in 1900s, the early 1900s is when Jamshedji Tata was trying to do like welfare for employees, and he gave them like retirement ke liye pensions, etc. And that is where the idea is supposedly supposed to come from. But apparently it's a much older idea. Again, not sure, but I do give them credit for that they thought about it. See chat, I'm not the only one. Okay. Now comes in
Lawrence Bishnoi's name has made
now comes in this guy, Lawrence Bishnoi. Okay, Lawrence Bishnoi is a guy who is pissed off because allegedly Salman Khan killed a black buck when he was 5 years old. Now, Bishnois are people who worship the black buck. Black buck being a deer. Yeah. Chat, I hope you have seen black bucks. Black buck likha to Salman Khan aa gaya, of course. Yeah, this is a black buck. It's a very beautiful creature. Very beautiful creature. So way back when Hum Saath Saath Hai was being shot. Okay. This is sad. Anyway, so way back when Hum Saath Saath Hai was being shot, was it, chat correct me, was it 1998 when this happened? The black buck shooting case? 1998? Yeah, correct. 1998. So there is a legendary movie called Hum Saath Saath Hai that was being shot during that time. And Salman Bhai and his co-stars went into the forest and shot a few black bucks, right? Now this is a Bishnoi community area, and obviously they treated them as gods, so they got very offended and they were very angry. Lawrence Bishnoi was 5 years old when this happened, and since then apparently he has sworn to take revenge against Salman Khan and all of his friends. So the shooting that happened, remember I told you Galaxy apartment shooting, that was done by Lawrence Bishnoi, and then he claimed a Facebook post by one of his gang members claimed that they also assassinated Baba Siddique. Okay. And there is another connection which I will come to, which is this guy, which is another sidetrack which we will come to. Okay. Right. So far, TLDR, Baba Siddique, very popular MLA, switches to like NCP suddenly. Shooting in Galaxy apartment and his murder. Lawrence Bishnoi, who is pissed off about Black Buck murders, is the one who is killing him. Now, the fun thing about this is, or the weird thing about this is that Lawrence Bishnoi has been in jail for a while. Gujarat jail. He's been in Gujarat jail for a while. Now, these people have been arrested, and weirdly enough, the two people who have been arrested, one of them has done a press conference. The shooters. Again, I don't know how this is happening, but it is happening. Okay, Sabarmati jail mein hai Lawrence Bishnoi. These people have been arrested for killing a MLA in Y security, and now they are justifying the murder and the police is letting them.
वो तो कुछ लोग बीच में आ रहे हैं तो फिर कुछ ना कुछ तो होगा ही। वो कोई बाबा सिद्दीकी कोई सही आदमी थोड़ी नहीं था। उसके ऊपर मकोका का केस लगा हुआ है। अब आम आदमी पे तो मकोका का केस लगेगा नहीं।
Also, Makoka, what he's talking about, Sanjay Dutt famously back in the day was arrested for possession of weapons, illegal possession of weapons, and they were said to be connected to the D company, which is Dawood Ibrahim. So now apparently a lot of people are saying that Lawrence Bishnoi has come in to take revenge against Dawood Ibrahim and all the people, all the plants of the D company within Bollywood, which apparently one of them was Baba Siddique, according to the shooter and all the bhakts.
और बताते हैं वो उसके दाऊद से भी कनेक्शन था।
तो ऐसे लोगों को चिन्हित कर रखा है क्या पहले तहकीक की जाती है?
इस बारे में तो सर मैं हकीकत बात बताऊं तो सारी जानकारी होती है और मिल जाती है।
जैसे कि
किसी की भी जानकारी निकालना।
जैसे कि कैसे निकाली जाती है?
अरे क्या कहते हैं ये फ़ोन चल रहा है, नेट है, गूगल है, सारी चीज़ें मिल जाती हैं।
मतलब जिसको निशाना बनाते हो पहले उसके बारे में डिटेल पूरी
निकालनी पड़ती है। जी हाँ।
क्या पैसे की?
What is this vague ass answer that he's giving? What are these freaking vague answers that he's giving? Am I the only one who sees this as a vague, weird, something bizarre is going on here sort of press conference? Why is there a press conference? Why? Why are reporters allowed to ask him these questions? Why are the police officers letting them? This is damn shady, boss. Damn shady. This is something weird happening. I declare it.
नहीं पैसे की कोई बात नहीं।
पैसे की कोई बात नहीं हुई apparently.
अगला निशाना तो देखो हम तो जा रहे हैं जेल, अब पता नहीं कौन क्या कर रहा है और कैसा क्या होगा इस बारे में मुझे जानकारी नहीं है।
संपर्क कैसे करते हो?
संपर्क कुछ जो दोस्त थे दिल्ली के मेरे उनके जरिए बात हुई थी, मेरा तो कोई संपर्क था ही नहीं।
तो जिस प्रकार से देखा जाए जेल में बंद हो जाता है फिर, लेकिन आपस में संपर्क कैसे कर लेते हो?
एक दूसरे के जरिए कोई ना कोई आता जाता रहता है और लोग गैंग बहुत बड़ी है।
कितने लोग होंगे?
100 से ज़्यादा ही होंगे।
गैंग कितने हैं? 100 से ज़्यादा ही होंगे. So apparently we are supposed to believe now that this Lawrence Bishnoi, who is pissed off about a black buck killing by Salman Khan, is out for revenge, indiscriminate revenge apparently, and he's in jail. and he's operating a gang of shooters. Now, what all have these gang of shooters done till now? One which happened recently. Uske pehle, popular Punjabi pop singer Sidhu Moosewala was apparently also murdered by Lawrence Bishnoi. Then there is Nijjar. There is a Khalistani activist, or from our angle, extremist, Khalistani extremist in Canada, who was apparently murdered by the same shooter gang. Okay. And he also, like, recently they also said that he murdered someone related to Salman Khan also. Some manager or someone who was also killed by this gang or attacked, whatever. So we are supposed to believe that this guy in jail, this 31-year-old, is doing all of this. First, he's running an international gang, which is killing people in Canada. Then he's running a gang, which is killing MLAs and through Y security, but the security doesn't matter clearly. And also like Punjabi pop stars. So that is the narrative. That is the narrative, right? So till the point where all of this came out, which is, I think it took like 24 hours for all of this to come out. Everybody was like, what is going on? Everybody thought it was a real estate related thing. Everybody thought it was something to do with elections. Everybody thought like, oh, kya hi ho raha hai yahan pe? We don't know what is happening. And yeah, so chat, do you believe this theory? This shooter theory? Just as a aside, like just if you believe this, please say yes. If you don't believe this, please say no. Because to me, it sounds a bit stretched. You don't. Yes and no. Okay. No. Yeah. Do a poll. Okay. No. What is his time? What is this timeline? And don't believe this. See, anti-woman, exactly. When I saw this timeline myself, I was like, A, either this man is extremely capable, but B, why is nobody asking the jailer? Why is nobody asking any questions to, I don't know, his cellmates? Who must be like, हाँ ये रात को बैठ के ना ऐसे बात करता है और बोलता है कि हाँ ये छोटू तू उधर जा, बॉम्बे जा, वो सिद्दीकी को मरवाने का है. Am I supposed to believe that कि जेल में बैठ के वो गैंग को ऑर्डर कर रहा है? Is that what I'm supposed to be? Again, either the police and whoever is doing this thinks we are extremely stupid, or that guy is extremely capable. So capable that हर जगह ये सब हो रहा है and whatever. Bandra not Sobo, Black Buck is antelope not deer. Oh, Ritvik, क्या बात है? The little things that Ritvik catches and corrects me for and supports me. Much appreciated, Ritvik. I appreciate you. Believe Bishnoi acting as unofficial gunman from Gujarat jail. Now here's the thing. Okay. Wild theory. Chat, it is wild theory time. Wild theory. I'm repeating this. It's wild theory time. I'm going to keep saying beach mein wild theory so that this doesn't get clipped out of context. Chat, you remind me, okay? Wild theory bolte raho so that it shows up here. There are times when a particular government might find that there are some characters around them in politics and other things which they want to get rid of, and they cannot wait for the judicial system to do it. They cannot wait for the system to do it. They cannot wait for the slow wheels of justice to crush them under the wheels, right? Like, for example, G and Saibaba. 10 साल लगाए, Stan Swami. बहुत टाइम लगाया. Umar Khalid. wheels of justice system crushing them slowly, right? But there are some people who you can't wait for because they're about to do something which you don't like, right? Which you might be very scared of it coming out. So what you do is that you do encounters. You send raw people. Wild theory. This is wild theory. So sometimes as a government, you might send like raw people, intelligence people, army people, police people, encounter specialists, etc. बोलो कि ठोक दो. Okay, ठोक देते हैं वो, right? Then when the media starts asking questions because these are high profile people you need to kill. ऐसे कोई रास्ते पे कोई होगा तो उसको तो ऐसे ही टपका देंगे, right? Like some criminal, whatever element, gang member जो भी है. If you shoot them dead, everybody's like, हाँ मतलब, yeah, what's the big deal? But if it's someone high profile and people will notice, then what do? In that case, wild theory is that you cannot say, right? Like कि अरे हमारे taxpayer money पे जो salary से जो चल रहा है ना, वही लोग मरवा रहे हैं लोगों को outside the system, by the way. They can't say that, right? Can't say that. No government will say that. So what they do is they find a convenient shooter type, an assassin if you will, who allegedly runs like a giant gang which has like international reach, and वही मरवा रहे, अब क्या कर सकते. And since that guy is in jail, कौन question पूछेगा, right? Who is going to ask? Like, guy is in jail. Apparently, we are supposed to believe this. Apparently, we are supposed to believe that this Bishnoi fellow from jail is operating this international gang of shooters. जो पॉप स्टार को मरवा रहा है, फिर एमएलए को मरवा रहा है, फिर उधर जाके निज्जर को मार दिया and other people. और आएंगे ना. Like, I mean, Lawrence Bishnoi clearly is just getting started, right? Wild theory. Super wild theory. This is a movie plot. I'm narrating a movie plot. Okay? Nothing to do with reality. I don't know. Because if I'm supposed to believe this shit, that a guy sitting in jail is doing all of this, then anything is possible in this universe and world and where we are living. We are clearly not living in reality anymore, because this guy is giving a press conference also, na? This guy is giving a press conference to the entire world justifying the murder of an MLA, and the police are just like, हाँ बोल ले. अरे of course. Reporters पूछ रहे, अरे बोल ले तू, हाँ बोल ना. मजा आ गया. हाँ, aren't we living in अच्छे दिन? How are there still gangs in the country? Okay, yes, ज्योति, thank you. मेटा कमेंट्रीज पे ये है कि एक तो लॉ एंड ऑर्डर सिचुएशन इज शीट इन मुंबई, इन बैंड्रा ऑफ ऑल प्लेसेस, जहाँ पे ऑल द फैंसी लोग गो टू पार्टी and all the fancy log live also. All the Bollywood log, fancy log live. The second is, guys, brace yourself. I'm going to show you some ridiculous things, because Lawrence Bishnoi has a PR division. Yes, you've heard that right. That Lawrence Bishnoi has a PR brigade who are calling him, and I'm sorry I'm saying this in the same sentence, they're calling him the modern Bhagat Singh, a revolutionary. You know why? Because भक्तों के लिए ये हिंदू दाऊद इब्राहिम है. Because they were so mad that this Don person is a Muslim and Muslims are ruling the Bollywood, that Lawrence Bishnoi apparently came in out of nowhere and is now establishing a D company or a company of similar gangs in Mumbai, which Dawood Ibrahim had done. But he's a Hindu. Kattar आदमी. टीका पहन के आता है. This is a real thing. This is a real thing. I'm not kidding you. Honestly, the entire freaking BJP brigade has come out and started praising him. Look at this. They're calling him कलयुग का लॉरेंस बिश्नोई. कलयुग के नथुराम गोडसे है. Okay. And these are small Andu Pandu Chuttu accounts, but there are people like this, which is Jaipur Dialogues. You know what they are saying? Jaipur Dialogues, super right-wing IAS officer run BJP supporting idiotic page. To whomsoever it may concern, Salman Khan is also friends with Mamta Didi. Just saying. So they are basically asking our guy in jail to murder people who they don't like now, because that is where we are. That is where bhakts are now, which is अरे सलमान खान के साथ नहीं है. Yeah. Anyway, Twitter idiots. Then there is, of course, where is our friendly, what is his, कौन है रे वो, मिस्टर सिन्हा. ये देखो, इस चोमेंद्र को देखो. कोई इसके इस ट्वीट स्क्रीनशॉट का प्रिंट लेकर साबरमती जेल में फेंक के आओ. दिस इज पप्पू यादव. ही इज अ पॉलिटिशियन फ्रॉम बिहार. So now there are requests going to Lawrence Bishnoi from BJP IT cell कि अरे इसको दे देना, इसको शूट करवा देना. Because honestly, it's crazy, no? Like at this point of time, I don't know what to believe in or what to not believe in, because like till this point of time, I have told you that popular MLA killed by dude in jail, Lawrence Bishnoi, all the things, killed people in whatever. This is a bit next level, which is ruling political party के spokespeople and IT cell people are coming out openly to support this guy who allegedly his gang ended up assassinating a dude in Y security in a state that is going for elections. Also, state में तुम्हारा ही गवर्नमेंट है, सेंटर में तुम्हारा ही गवर्नमेंट है, डूड इन जेल गुजरात तुम्हारा ही गवर्नमेंट है. And I'm not supposed to, if I theorize right now, I will get into trouble. See, that's the irony of this situation, no? If I call all of this extremely ridiculous and stupid, and who is believing in this, honestly? Are we supposed to be, is anyone believing in this? If they are, my bad, but I will get into trouble for this. I genuinely, how are we living in this world? How is this the place that we have ended up in? Is this politics now? Is this what we are going to see in Maharashtra? What is happening? Sorry, but what is happening? It broke my brain. Allegedly, alleged gang, yeah, everything is wild, yeah. कुछ नहीं लिख सकता मैं. Every plot line is done. BJP supporter folks, after realizing Baba Siddique was there. Oh yeah, Baba Siddique was a part of a party which is their alliance partner. You're celebrating the murder of a dude who was your alliance partner. He left your evil, the party you think is evil, which is Congress, and came to Ajit Pawar, who is an alliance partner. What the guys? What the? Just because he was a Muslim. Again, I don't know. Isn't the dude who died a part of the... Yeah, exactly. Also, thank you for the Giga membership, Klush. 12 months. Oh my God. Thank you so much. Oldest supporter ever. One of the... Very weird times. Absolutely very, very weird times. Okay, there is another thing which I had collected. कहाँ गया? No, where was it? एक second ना. कुछ तो ridiculous था. Oh yeah, this one. Okay. This apparently is what is going on now in the Bhakt world. This is Pooja Tiwari Modi ka परिवार who is doing this. लॉरेंस बिश्नोई का एक रूप ऐसा भी देशभक्ति कविता का पाठ करते हुए फौजी भाइयों को भी बधाइयां दी.
गैर की महफिल में है सरफरोशी की तमन्ना अब हमारे दिल में है देखना है जोर कितना बाजुए कातिल में है हाथ जिनमें हो जनू कटते नहीं तलवार से सर जो उठ जाते हैं वो झुकते नहीं ललकार से और भड़केगा जो.
Because he narrated this, they have decided to call him Bhagat Singh. And because we did a stream on Bhagat Singh, like literally 4 days ago, I thought chat would be very amused. I'm not going to play the whole thing because the guy is a murderer clearly. I don't get it. Like, so basically it's like Bhagat Singh ended up killing like a lot of British masters. So that's why he's like called a revolutionary and he's admired by many and you know, like he went to jail and was hanged for fighting against the colonizers. Now Lawrence Bishnoi, to become that person, he would have to fight against colonizers who are someone like the Tatas. No? He should fight in favor of someone like, you know, the underprivileged people like G and Saibaba. Yeah? Yeah? You see the connection of the 3 deaths now? Yeah? But it's not happening that way because we live in a wild world. Wild world. Yeah. That's where we are, chat. That's where we are. Yeah. Stop plugging your streams as a crossover episode of the multiverse. Langru, see, this is called the 3 death stream. And that was going to be my final punchline. And I have delivered it. Okay? Now it is up to you to decide whether you accept it in your life or you ignore it. But why would you? Because you have spent like 3 hours listening to me. So might as well accept it, no? Yeah. Bhagat Singh did kill Saunders. Yeah, I know. Wait, did I say that he did? Of course he killed Saunders. He was going to kill Scott, but ended up killing Saunders. Mistaken identity. Which we saw in the last stream, yes. 3 deaths sounds like an Agatha Christie novel. Yeah. It does. Doesn't it? It does. Didn't think it would affect you this much. Ah. Don't you think this nationalism on Bishnoi is cringe? Oh, not just cringe, Nehal. It's extremely stupid, friend. It's extremely stupid. What are people thinking? I don't think these people are real. These IT cell people are doing it for engagement. I genuinely believe that because Elon Musk, that idiot, has created a system which basically rewards you for engagement baiting and clickbaiting. And now you are doing garbage like this and expecting returns, and of course you're getting returns because people are outraging. People are like, what the hell are you saying? Or they're like, oh my god, kya bola hai bhai? The two kinds of people that exist, right? So people are saying the most outrageous shit about Ratan Tata also, honestly, and I do not appreciate that. Like, I saw like people celebrating his death and I'm like, are you for real? Are you stupid? Are you even a person? Like, तुमने एक anonymous photo लगा के डेथ सेलिब्रेट करना शुरू कर दिया. कैसे चोमू इंसान हो तुम? Why would you do that? Like, are you serious? Again, see, it's the same thing. Like, you basically a revel in violence, which is like absolute brutal assassination of a man on a Bandra street. Shot 3 times. You celebrate that apparently because the guy in jail is operating it and doing it. And on the other hand, there is the other side of the spectrum, which is like, this man, Ratan Tata, died 86 years old and you're celebrating that. Why? Who are you? What kind of parentage do you have? Do you have no sanskar, people? Why would you publicly celebrate death? Are you stupid? Never publicly celebrate death. It is the stupidest thing you can ever do. Also, don't do it because you're a horrible person if you do it. Just don't do it. It's not very difficult to not say anything. It's not. ठीक है, you can keep all those thoughts inside you. These deep, dark thoughts don't always have to come out. And then Elon will reward you for it. That is why it's coming out. It's so bizarre. I cannot, friends. I cannot ever. This country is not for moderation. Oh, absolutely. Puneet sir, absolutely. No wild theory ever excites me after Ishrat Jahan case. Oh my God, Ranadeep, what have you brought in my life again? That's for later. Thank you. Thank you for the 9 months. Oh God. Ishrat Jahan. Yeah, Sohrabuddin, Ishrat Jahan. So many of those, no? Yeah. Nehal is saying, I saw a short show up on my feed of an interview of Bishnoi wearing a Bhagat Singh and they were celebrating and justifying his action. Oh, yeah. I saw those. I'm not even playing those. I have a collection of those, honestly. I went through like the deep, dark universe of Twitter and I found all these like laser eyes reels, which have like copyright music behind it. So I'm not even trying. But if you go deep enough into the Lawrence Bishnoi gang hashtag, you will find these clips of Lawrence Bishnoi saying the same thing that you just saw with laser eyes and like ding-ching music in the background and like memes coming in the middle, electricity coming out of his eyes, and then Bhagat Singh ka photo coming after him and legend of Bhagat Singh ka also becoming a meme. It's bizarre. Do not go there. It will break your brain like it has broken mine. It is broken. It is never, I'm never getting it back. My brain is permanently freaking gone today. Okay. Done. Sorry. Just gone. Code Monster is now coming in and saying, please give summary. Touch करके थप्पड़ मारबो. Touch करके थप्पड़ मारबो Code Monster. People have celebrated Sitaram Yechuri's young son's death during COVID, even though Modi expressed his. Oh, yeah, I remember. By the way, Langru, he was my colleague at News Laundry. Imagine someone you knew in person and people. Online celebrating his death. He was the sweetest person ever. Like, genuinely the gentlest, sweetest person ever. That is the world we live in, friends. That's why it's trashy. You missed the point behind women UBI scheme in Maharashtra video. It came up because politicians have woken up to the sad female workforce population participation 25%. Amir, thank you for the support. Is that the reason? I don't think so. I don't think they're looking at data at all, Amir. Like, I don't think they care about female participation and all. I don't think our politicians think this much anymore, especially the ones in Maharashtra. They are power-hungry maniacs, middle-aged uncles, WhatsApp-obsessed uncles who are in power. They don't think of workforce participation and all. Pagal hai kya? The thing they saw was that, oh, Madhya Pradesh mein it worked, West Bengal mein it's working, we are giving women direct money in their accounts, so then let's just do it in Maharashtra also. Hey, election commission, allegedly, election commission, listen, we want to launch this new scheme. Sorry, actually we should have done this before, but kya kare, Lok Sabha has taught us a lesson. Election commission,
Hi election commission. So Lok Sabha mein we didn't perform very well. Now we need to bribe the voters. And I know we are supposed to go for elections right now, but can you please, pretty please, give us like 2 more months? Thanks.
that's allegedly another wild theory. I wish the world was this nice. I know, Ipshita, absolutely. I was just saying, Amir, I think you are giving too much credit, friend. This is like the best short way right now to win elections. We have seen it time and again in multiple states. So I don't think anybody's thinking of workforce participation at all. Like, because that would mean they're actually thinking about policies, which they aren't. Your audio goes too low during that effect. Oh, wait.
Okay. Now, is that fine? I need to remember to increase the gain a little bit when I do this.
Yeah, I think that's fine now. Okay, friends, I'm so sorry I gave you so much
emotional damage
today. I'm really sorry, but kya kar sakte hai? And we are going to now end this stream. Thank you so much. If you enjoy, please like, please leave comments, please do the supporty thingies. And I would appreciate it, friends, that I wanted to do more videos on Bunch of Thoughts, this series that I've started. So if you have any suggestions, please leave them below for things that I can make videos on. Basically short things that are happening around, things that I can get into, interesting things, whatever else. So please, if you want, leave comments. It would be nice. Yeah. Chat missed. Oh no, I will cover. Wait. Sorry Disha, sorry. देख रहा हूँ. Which chat did I miss? Okay, Shardul is saying thanks for the recent Maharashtra video. Could you sometime go into details of what decisions were hastily taken every day when election dates were postponed? Sure, but I don't think anybody knows what decisions were taken, honestly. Like, I was looking for it. Even the secretaries inside the meeting don't know what the number of decisions that were taken. But yeah, I hear you. I'm going to look into it. I think when we do our Maharashtra election streams also, we can go into this. Imagine these death notes getting accepted, convenient ASF. Yeah. I hope the Indian public doesn't forget the trauma this government is allowing us to undergo. I think, Disha, though, the Indian public will forget this in 2 days. But now that how many people saw this till now? I can see a number of 3,600 odd people who came in and out of this, honestly, but like a constant of like some 450-ish people have been watching this. You will remember, won't you? Now, these 3 things, 3 deaths. Yeah, that's the advantage of live streams. I will not let you forget. Yeah. Bishnoi caused you to drop your candy so capable. Wow, and Saibaba, thanks. Hawaban Herde. Hawaban Herde is not a candy. How dare you? This is a pachok. It's a pachok. It's not a candy. Don't insult. ये Americanize मत करो हर चीज को. Westernized. Don't you think ये हो गया? Thanks sir. ये भी हो गया. I saw a short show up on my feed. ये भी हो गया. You missed the point behind UBI scheme. ये भी हो गया. Dahisar toll naka was apparently being scrapped after years of deliberation. Guess whose voter base is affected by this? Our CM Saab is from Thane. Oh yes, of course. The context chat, Shinde is from Thane. That's his god, as they call it. That's his citadel, as they call it. If you come from Thane to Bombay, there is a toll naka that comes. That is now free. Thanks to the Maharashtra government. Outgoing नहीं बोल सकते. Sorry. They're going to come back to power clearly, which I totally believe at this point of time. Because how can you say anything otherwise? So, Mahayuti made it free. Very convenient. Very nice. Hi, Meg, first time viewer. Could you give a TLDR on your channel? Hey, Victor Trumper, please. Member for 5 months and says I'm a first time viewer and all. Huh? कुछ भी मतलब. मी पुन्हा येईन. Atishi banned Atishi in Delhi. What? What? Anyway, friends, bye. I will see you on Monday. And have a good weekend. And I will see you. Also, don't forget Hyderabad, Nagpur. If you're around next weekend, which is the Saturday, Sunday, which is 26th, 27th. I'm in Hyderabad and Nagpur. So come have the funs with me for Democracy IRL. Yeah. I have a very intense travel schedule during that time, which I can talk about later. Now I'm going to sleep because my brain is broken. Bye, friends. Bye. 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 See you. Bye.